We're back to Red Skies. Still want to call it Red Tides because that's what I originally started calling it, but that's not what it is. Last time you guys went from the river, got up to where you saw the village on top with the waterfall and the little head that with a platform behind it. At least you didn't know about the platform until you got a little bit higher. You found there's some ruins over on the one side that you kind of looked through a bit, and then you climbed up the ziggurat to the top of the cliff, or the stairs on the ziggurat, which was kind of built into the side of the cliff, and kind of looked around a little bit there before trying to make your way a little closer to the village where you were discovered. And that led to a fight, and then which sort of the village itself then became, alerted to your presence, and you guys started running away. So we left with you guys running from there, and that was this particular map, which might be part of the reason why my machine is crashing every so often, because it's like 12,000 by 6,000 or something crazy. So you guys are currently on this map running away. I'm not going to go into initiative. I'm just showing it for purposes of the fact that just to remind you of where the heck you guys were at. You were kind of here on this map with the with different ruins on it, and we're kind of running off, and you'd gotten away. Basically, you were moving fast enough that you could at least maintain the same rate that they potentially could, and so are able to get away. What do you wish to do next?
Let's double back. Rescue the captain. Climb up the face of the mountain.
Well, if she hasn't been killed by them yet, it's been a couple days. If she hasn't been killed by them yet, I'm assuming they either need her for something or
they're marinating her.
That too. That's also a possibility. So I'm wondering if we have time to go back and get more people, or if we...
Remember, you guys are running south at this point in time, or
yes,
moving through the jungle. Just keep that in mind.
So I think we need to go back and at least get a long rest in, and maybe try a stealthier mission next time. I don't know if
definitely
overwhelming them, especially since they had that leader there. Maybe climbing the rocks wasn't a bad idea after all. At least that'll let us know stuff. And I mean, we probably have some of the boarding axes, which will help, and some rope, and maybe see what's going on there and be ready to attack if we want. But I mean, just going up the stairs, we can definitely be bottlenecked, and it's not going to be easy.
We thought we would bottleneck them, but they bottlenecked us.
Well, when you go around the corner, that tends to happen.
Yeah. So you guys keep heading south, and we're going to pop back to now. And guys are heading south. You start heading past the river again. Make it past the place where you fought the snake, the constrictor snake. And then let's see here. Okay, and keep heading south. What do you want to keep doing? So you're kind of moving past that. It is, remember, yesterday or the previous game, you guys made it to the village at a little past. It was probably like 1 to 1:30, as I said. Your exploration and stuff took about an hour of the stuff, and then you started fighting. So it's maybe, mid-afternoon at this point. That's going to take you about 2 to 3 hours maybe 2 hours to get back, as long as nothing else happens. You wish to keep going back, and then which way do you want to go? Coast, jungle?
I say we keep
keep going south.
Keep going back, but head toward the coast. I would go to the coast first.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, I mean, if we go to the coast, we kind of know what's going on. If we go through the jungle, we'd be exploring, but we also could find more of the sturge swarms and those type of things.
All right.
And we could potentially see other ships if we're on the coast.
Well, so you guys make it to the coast and start heading down the coast. Kind of get to where you get to where this spot was, and it's kind of really just a small kind of little cove thing. Doesn't look like it looked like it could potentially be useful for a ship or something like that, but it would be a pretty small ship because the distance between this here and here is probably 100 to 200 feet, so it's not very, very far across. And the spit is really that of spit. It's kind of like more of a sandy, beachy area than anything else with the sand hills and stuff like that. You head down the coast, and
So we could stop at those ruins and take a short rest while
remember-
maybe someone goes do some diving.
which ruins?
The ones on the water where we saw they came out of the water when they brought something out, weren't there? We
Oh, no,
thought
there were
maybe
no ruins
was-
there. The ruins you saw were as you guys were heading up as you left the ruined tower. Like they're way back by where you're currently at. Like
I think he's talking about the islands that are way off the coast that look like they might have been
right,
buildings.
that's way south. That's south of the ruined tower.
Yep, I was actually talking about where we found the tracks. When
Right,
they
there were
first
no
you guys
ruins
told me
there.
the
You didn't
ru-
see anything other than the tracks in the sea.
Oh,
was it.
okay, I misunderstood. I thought there was
No.
something.
Remember when you
Indicate.
first left and you guys were heading up the coast, I said you noticed something to the south, and I pointed at the kind of rocks to the south of the ruined tower
Okay,
as being potentially looking more not natural looking, but more worked or more geometric in origin. So, but you were headed up the thing. You were headed up the coast, so that's where you kind of were at. So where you saw the tracks leading out of the ocean or the sea, not anywhere close to any of that.
okay. I was just trying to, get something out of the way while we're going past and use some of the time. But I mean, we could stop and get a long rest in case we do. I mean, short rest in case we do run into trouble, because I don't think we're full hit points. Correct?
Not
I am.
everybody is. Some people are. Not everybody is.
I'm
I
just
would-
not full spells, and I
um,
just need a long
I would
rest
also at
for
this
that.
point say that no one has said that they were trying to get away stealthily, so you're leaving a trail.
Yeah, we definitely need to start doing stealthily.
Hey, we should start covering our tracks or something.
And remember, covering your tracks means you move at half rate, so
So let's start
man.
moving.
in
sneaky,
theory they
sneaky.
can catch up to you.
Well,
The-
but we probably
the-
need to, and then
Hey, I got an idea. Why don't we pretend we walked into the water, walk up a little way, and come out sneaky, sneaky?
definitely a good idea. I don't see a problem with that.
Lose our tracks in the water. That'd be a good idea.
I don't know how. I mean, that's assuming we don't get swept off into the water and the current isn't really
Well,
bad.
there is a beach, right?
Yeah, you're running along. You're currently going along the beach.
Yeah. Okay. So we could just walk in the shore along the shore in the
Well, I think
water and
that would
have
actually
the
be
water.
All right, so you guys start walking along the beach. That does slow you down, so you're no longer moving at quite the same rate. Everybody, give me a stealth roll. Praedyth for that. Oh, I should give Barsk a stealth roll too.
that's right. You used to have a natural 10 if you had to.
Yeah, I got that. Well,
Yeah,
Hang on.
she gets a natural 10,
no,
but she's still.
wait.
she-
I did a critical fail. Critical fail is still a fail.
No, technically you don't.
Oh, okay.
It's a skill
Because
check.
remember, any stealth check you do is. I gotta
Okay.
check again. I gotta check again.
Yeah, I thought if you got a 1, the 1 is a
No,
1.
but I can't remember if you have
I have the
always
thing-
have advantage on the stealth. I don't think you do. Check.
I don't either.
Sears mark. No, you just don't get disadvantage. So,
Right. Yeah.
yes. So technically, you have a 1.
Yep.
You can't. I mean, you can't get around an automatic fail. That is a heck of a lot of 10s. 2, 3. But all right. So you guys kind of start heading down the coast in the water, though, as you're trying to do.
And I'm leaving a trail of blood. That's what it is.
No, I mean you just moving down as far as you guys are concerned, you're moving through there. How long do you want to do that for?
Till I stop bleeding.
Well, not you. In general, how long does a party want to do this for? How far down the beach are you going to go in the water before you come back out?
You think
Maybe like a
100
quarter
yards?
mile or a half a mile. I don't know.
Asking.
Anybody else want to input?
Yeah, I mean, you know,
I mean, I'll go wherever anybody.
can't be too short.
Yeah, at least a mile.
A mile, okay.
No, half a mile should be fine.
All right, so you guys head in up here, and you come out again, and you continue south. And further south, and eventually you make it back to the ruined tower. Anybody who was kind of checking can give me a perception check as you're kind of going along through there. But as it currently is set, you're currently at the back, made it back to the tower. And you don't really see any signs of pursuit anymore. All right, you guys have made it back to the tower. It's taken you about 2.5 hours, so it's not quite dusk, but it is evening. The twin suns are still up, but they're definitely far to the west. Probably just about to go beyond some of the mountain that is on the southwestern side. What are you guys doing?
We could tell everybody else what happened.
Yeah, let them know.
We
Actually,
found
should
her.
we tell everyone or just some of the?
Well, Barsk heads down in and starts gathering up the crew himself. And
Okay, well, yeah, it doesn't matter then.
yeah, he's going to tell the crew at least that he's found the captain. I mean, that's what he's doing.
Yeah, we'll tell the first mate. And
As you head down through the tower, into the tower, you see Penvro is up on the third, like in the first of the ruins levels. He seems to be doing etchings and things like that. You can see he's used a ton of papyrus is probably the best way to look at it. He seems to have a ton of it. He's kind of been doing stuff with that. When you get to the bottom, Barsk has gotten the crew together, but you can see that that around the cave itself now are several fishnet hammocks that they've kind of put up to use as beds and things like that. They've also set up a spot where it looks like the cook is now basically doing her cook stuff. She's got all the things put together there. Like they've started to make this definitely more of a workable camp situation. It doesn't look like they've really done much other than set up the camp because you don't see any fresh food or anything like that. In fact, Lond, the cook, seems to be working with some of the stuff that is that like some of the salted things and things like that as she's making food right now. Anybody talking to anybody specific? What are you guys trying to do?
Well, we got some fresh snake here we can drop off.
That's true. You can drop off the fresh snake. Ars kind of drops that off because he was the one that was kind of carrying it. I forgot about that, but good call.
I'm gonna ask if anybody's seen, if we've got like a lookout, if you've seen any vessels or any type of anything suspicious going on.
Sand says,
Do we have a lookout?
well, I was up there all day and I didn't see anything. All I saw was the suns going across the sky and the sand below baking in their heat and their warmth.
There's definitely a tail there.
It kind of trails off.
Yeah.
As he seems to be lost in thought again.
Anyone else?
That being said, Rat says, nothing really. I didn't really see anything, but it do felt like we were being watched when we went and got water a couple hours ago. It was a feeling I just couldn't shake. We went up to the river, we got some water, we were getting stuff out of the river, and I could have swore I saw something move in the bushes, but I'm not sure. And on our way back, I still felt like we were being watched.
Yeah, I
Possible
think
it's the
that's,
chameleons. Because the chameleon was the only thing we've seen over by the river so far was one of the chameleons, not the naga.
Maybe.
So it's
That's
entirely
just
possible
when you
that
asked when I ask about it. That's what he because you asked, hey, anybody see any ships? Nobody saw ships. Rat offered, hey, I just felt like we were being watched.
Because something I had considered was if the eggs we have are of the what are the frickin' chameleons called?
Alien.
Yeah, if they're of the Kalion Malazan tribe that lives here, because we've seen at least one, and we've seen a young one, a young
Yeah, you
Malazan
saw
that looks
one in
similar.
the thing. Yes.
Yeah, we've seen a young one, so they must have some village somewhere. It's possible that we might be able to form some sort of alliance to increase our numbers, because I don't know if we can. In case we can't find some way to stealthily get the captain out of the camp, we might need to come up with something that gives us more numbers.
Currently, you do not have anybody on watch either place, but Sand had
So,
mentioned
yeah.
that he was there at one
Yeah.
point. But
We definitely need to start some watches because they're going to come back for blood. I mean, they know other people on the island. They probably already knew, but if nothing else, it's safer. And maybe we'll see a ship. So it's kind of.
well, what do you want to do? Because like they've been putting somebody up there every so often and been looking around, but not permanently putting somebody up there. It's basically the gist of what you're understanding.
Okay. Well,
Like,
I mean, can we work out?
Occasionally, somebody goes up there for an hour or so, has a smoke break, comes back out. You know what I mean? I mean, basically, it's haphazard at this point.
Yeah, it's not. Let's try to work out a system. And I'll try to help and I'll go up there, take my turn because, yeah, we're still in kind of potentially hostile territory. So, yeah, we need to make sure we aren't caught off guard. And, yeah, I mean, some people lived here or they're probably going to come back. So we don't want to,
Yeah,
coming.
you're kind of just having this discussion when Penvro seems to come back down from the top. And Praedyth, as he comes in, you can see there's like a slight smile on his face. And he sees you and he kind of brightens up a little and he says, "Ah, Praedyth, my boy. Praedyth, I have finally gotten a etching of everything that is still there. Now I have to spend the time and figure out what it all means."
Very interesting. We found some ruins.
You found ruins?
Yes.
Anything like this?
There was two temples.
Temples?
Sort of temple type things.
Where are these? We should go back right now.
Well, they're right next to a hostile camp, so we can't really go back right this second.
I see. So we must placate the natives first. Wonder if there's some way for me to get my men here, and then we can make it our own. But we are still lost here, are we not?
Yeah, a little bit.
He doesn't actually seem to hear your. Yeah, a little bit. He seems a lot lost in thought. He starts rolling up all the sheets that he has and putting them in his satchel. Somehow he's got a satchel now. You're not sure how. Maybe it was in the little trunk. Who knows? And he goes and sits in the corner and he says, "Well, if you go out again, I'm coming with you."
Oh, this is going to be great.
Yes.
Alrighty then.
Escorting a civilian too.
I
Phenomenal.
don't think that'd be advisable. I mean,
It doesn't matter what you think, good man. I will be coming with you.
We all about died.
We probably won't.
You know
be able to
what?
cover
If he
your
gets
forward.
caught up and dies, I don't care.
Don't worry about me. Worry about yourselves.
Very
Just seems to be what you're doing so
Turn
far.
my back on
Because you
him.
have yet to find a way off the island.
It was a day.
I'm just
I know
walking
it's been a
away.
day. I know it's been a day.
We're trying.
Uh,
So, how much daylight is left?
you've got maybe an hour, a couple hours. I mean,
Well, if
it is basically late spring. So
if Praedyth still wants to go look at the ocean monument thingy that we think is there, I will go swim.
okay. Well, so you guys are heading up.
I'm
Is
certainly interested in it.
Was anybody going to go up and be the first watch or anything like that?
I can do that.
Okay.
I'll take a second.
All right. So Aaron goes up. Praedyth and Rhux, you want to go and potentially check out the underwater stuff. So you're going to go
Yeah.
over to the edge of the cliff. All right. So you three go up the stairs, get to the top. Aaron kind of sits there, starts looking around, and doing watch for maybe the next hour or so. You guys start heading towards the edge of the cliff to at least look off and see, what, at least verify what Rhux had seen before. So both of you in fact, all three of you, give me perception rolls.
I'm gonna have my raven on my shoulder.
Yeah, Aaron because he's watching for stuff. The other two because you're trying to verify that maybe there was some ruins over there to make sure because you were a little.
Come on, man.
Come
The
on,
14
dude,
is
come on,
plus
dude.
3, so it's a 17.
Here, let me roll mine.
Oh
Well, I almost was huge.
Okay, so Aaron, you've been looking around. You don't notice anything out of the ordinary. Rhux, you get to the side and you look where you were pretty sure you saw something that didn't seem quite natural before, and now to your eye it looks pretty natural. You're like, huh, oh well, that's a little weird. Praedyth, you look at it and go, huh, it doesn't look it looks natural, but you also realize that the tide is up from when you guys potentially saw it the last time. So you're not sure if it's just that the tide needs to be low enough for you to see what this potential thing might be, or should you really have Rhux kind of dive in and go try to take a look. You are contemplating this when Aaron, a creature steps out of the bushes in front of you.
Where's he doing watch? I thought he was doing watch at the top of the thing.
Yeah, I mean, there's bushes in the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Sucks.
This creature looks like this.
Oh, it's Chameleon Boy. Wait, no. Looks like a frog. Whatever.
And the creature says something to you. Basically, it says, and you have no clue what it's saying because you don't speak Spanish.
German.
That does sound pretty German.
Does
That's
he
true.
appear threatening?
Currently, there's a bow on its back and some arrows at the side. You can also see that there's a dagger at the hip, but none of them are currently nothing's being done with them.
Okay.
You wish to say anything? What do you want to do?
Please stay there. Let me go get a translator.
The creature cocks its head to one side, and then goes, Seems insistent about
Rhux
something.
nearby still?
Well, you remember, Rhux and those guys went to the edge of the cliff. Rhux and Praedyth went to the edge of the cliff to look.
Well, like, are they within shouting distance?
Well, the cliff, if you remember, is not too far away.
So yes.
You look at. Yes, the answer is yes. They're probably within 50 feet.
Okay, I shall shout for Rhux and sort of give like a universal sign of stay there.
All right. You shout out, and the creature kind of puts its hand on its dagger and kind of gets into a crouch. But since you make them a threatening move, it just stays like that for now. Rhux and Praedyth, you hear a shout. Anybody inside? Everybody inside? No. Passive perceptions on everybody who's down in the tower, in the sea cave. Just let me know what your passive perception is.
10.
Okay.
And
I think mine's 10 as well.
Guys are all average. Marcus,
Yeah.
what's yours?
We don't know. We will never know.
Well, I will, because I'll just look it up. 13. Marcus, you barely hear kind of a shout. You're not sure if it's just a trick of the waves coming in and the surf, or if somebody from upside top may have said something. The two of you up top, though, definitely hear Aaron shout out, what? I don't remember what you said.
Oh, I'm just saying, hey Rhux, come here.
So yeah, you hear that, Rhux and Praedyth.
Well, then Rhux will go.
As you're looking out over the cliff and trying to understand why you can't find this unnatural looking
The
thing.
cliff will be there tomorrow. when the
Yeah,
tide
I'll
is
follow.
low.
Yeah, Marcus
And then-
will go up to see if he actually heard something.
All right, so Marcus, you're starting to head up. Rhux and Praedyth, it doesn't take you very long. Like you're literally like 50 feet away. You come around the edge of the tower and you see this creature that I have displayed, standing there with a hand at his dagger and kind of crouched a little bit. And when you guys come around, it kind of backs up 2 steps and it says, "Aisha, Aisha, Mesha." To Rhux, you are hearing, "Please, mean no harm."
Could
One
you
second.
translate, please?
Let me pull out some. Let me pull out translate real quick.
Google Translate.
I should say some stuff.
So what do you say to her? Or it, I
It.
should say.
Crap. What language was I gonna pick?
Doesn't matter. Just say something. What are you going to say to it in Malazan?
I'm going to say. He said what? Mean no harm.
Please, I mean no harm. And I would say, based on the tenor of the voice, and since you're Malazan or Alec, you're 80 to 90% certain that this is probably a female.
Rhux not being too good at
Wow, wow.
No,
what
I'm
she's
just saying it's probably a female.
Rhux not being too good at his Malazan says, "Where's the library?"
You don't need to make something up in a language.
Oh, I'm
Just
not
tell me
gonna
what
make
you want to
something
say.
We only wish to find ways off the island. We mean you no harm or threat either. What is it you want?
Tell your friend, stand down. The
Which
shouting will bring many.
This is true.
Mhm.
Is Aaron able to hear me talk in a normal voice?
I mean, Aaron is up on like 20 feet up, so probably not.
I'll just motion for him to come down,
Okay.
so that way he doesn't shout again.
Flip plop, flip plop, flip plop, flip
Okay.
plop.
And I'm
About
assuming
the
Marcus
time
gets in
Aaron
here.
reaches the bottom, Marcus, you've come up from the top, and you can see Aaron is headed out to the front. And Aaron might want to mention something if he wants to.
Hey man, don't worry, everything's fine.
Okay.
Just go back downstairs. It's fine.
I'll just stay up here and make sure everything's cool.
And nothing's wrong.
Clearly, everything's fine.
Not. Hey, look, we got a visitor. or
You're not a
anything. Yeah,
Jedi,
it's just-
dude.
Nope. Not
It
a
just
single
doesn't
thing is
mention it.
going
All
on.
what happens is like, it's fine. And you're like, true, honestly, I agree.
Not a
Not
single
not
thing's
level
going
30 Jedi. These aren't droids I'm looking for. It's not
Yeah.
work.
She says, "My name is Tho. I come with proposition."
My name is Rhux.
I listen.
I hear.
The translation for this is odd. She basically says, "My chieftain mistress." You're not sure which one it is. It's kind of a combination of the 2 words.
Leader, probably. Of some kind.
Wishes to speak with you and your and she says the same word. She so you at that point assume it's leader.
Yeah. Do we have a leader?
Well, the captain, but
Doesn't she already have our leader?
Tell her
this
where
is
the
not-
captain
this
is.
This is not a Naga.
She believes we may have mutual enemy.
I believe that she is correct. Who do we count as, who do we consider as leader at the moment? I don't actually know.
It's
Barsk,
okay.
I guess.
I'll take the job.
That's the captain. The captain's been
Yes,
taken.
I know that, but the captain's not here.
It would
But-
be Barsk then.
isn't he first mate or something like that?
Technically, he is, yes.
Because
Yeah,
how is the
we
second
can-
mate doing, by the way? We haven't actually mentioned her bit. Is she fine?
Well, it's non sequitur. Continue.
Sorry.
Who cares?
Random
You're not-
thoughts. I will ask Aaron to go grab Barsk.
Flip plop, flip plop, flip plop.
So, I mean,
Hey Barsk.
clearly, Marcus, you're hearing Rhux speak in a strange language outside. So, clearly, whatever Aaron told you is
Oh yeah, I was looking.
minimal.
I was waiting for the screens. Can I see if they're talking
No
to someone
murder
or Barsk? we may have an issue.
Barsk is way downstairs. You're up
No
here.
issue.
Okay. So, I
It's
will.
fine.
Whoever's down below, go ask them to get Barsk and meet me on the
Fine,
beach,
like,
right?
yeah,
Is that where we're
let's
at?
Well, you see Aaron go downstairs. So
Okay. Go downstairs.
yes, he's going downstairs.
I have lagged back in.
Okay, well, I'm going where the voices are coming from.
Right, they're right outside the door. That's what I'm saying. You went
Okay.
outside the
Then
door.
I'll
You
come out,
hear
yeah.
Rhux talking to someone.
Oh,
Some of those
I'll
creatures.
come around.
As
I
soon
will
as you
put
do
my hands
that,
up
she
and-
again goes back into a crouch and she says, "No more people, no more." To you, Rhux.
Apologies. I turned to Marcus and say she's very very skittish. We're just bringing up Barsk. Too many people concerns her.
I understand.
Make sure. Here's what I do have one question or one request. Go down and make sure Penvero does not come up here.
Yeah, or the elf.
I don't want him to come up here, or the elf, especially the elf.
Yeah.
There is no
All
elf
right.
here, guys. The only
Isn't
elf
she
here,
an elf?
The
I
only
thought
elf
the
here is
girl-
Aaron, and she's
She's a
half elf.
Sylvan.
Oh, she's a Sylvan. Either way, she doesn't seem.
There's
Yeah.
only
like
two
us.
elves in the game right now, and both of them are half. So there's
Right,
only
this-
one between the two of them.
Well,
Exactly.
the Sylvan and Penvero, make sure they don't come up here,
Yeah, I can get that. What?
and make sure only Bars comes up. We only want to have one person come up. Too many people.
I'm standing there with you. I'm just.
Yeah, Praedyth's still there,
I mean, Praedyth's chilling.
but Praedyth
Praedyth
is
is
like
chill.
2.5 feet tall, so
I
Yeah.
don't think she
clearly
finds
she
Praedyth
doesn't
very
find him
intimidating.
intimidating.
Yeah, fair enough.
So
So
count as a
Maybe the
whole man.
Raven, she's like interested, but the gnome, not really.
just let it know that we're friendly, and
It.
maybe you should, before we agree to anything, kind of talk it over with the rest of us. So I'll go
Yeah,
get.
well, that's why we're bringing
I mean-
Barsk up. She proposes that her leader and our leader have mutual enemies. I believe she's talking about
Well,
Saga.
But is Barsk really that? I mean, he kind
The
of following
captain's
our
not
lead,
here.
right? I mean, but he's kind of following our lead.
Well,
Yeah.
then who would we consider to be leading at this point?
One of
Praedyth
us.
Curia, at your service.
Oh god, not the gnome.
Okay, how about the three of us handle this? Let's go ahead and we'll go from there.
Well, Barsk is going to be coming up back up with Aaron soon.
Well,
That will increase the people.
that's why we're going to walk away so we can get out a little ways and not shock them, and that we'll go over here, like away from the tower.
I will tell. What was her name
Ask
again?
them
I'm
if they're
sorry,
okay
I
with
forgot.
Oh,
So I will ask though if it's okay if we move over to. There's like a small clearing nearby.
Let me make sure her name is though.
That's what you said, but I don't know if that's what it is.
No, it is though. I was.
I
correct.
will ask her if she is okay with moving slightly off. We will have.
No, you stay there. We stay right here. No one move. No one come, unless your leader.
Well, I already sent Aaron down. Well, this is gonna go great.
All right.
It's
Everyone's
more
coming
of
up.
it's more of a collective.
She
I
doesn't
don't
know what
really-
that means.
We're a democracy.
She seems uncertain by what you're saying.
We have a tribal. Tell her we have a tribal council.
There you go.
We yes, the decisions of our group are governed by more of a council, and then you could say I deliver the message. So whatever I am here to listen.
So you
to
are
what
leader.
propose. Yes.
No.
We'll go with that. We'll go
Right,
with
no.
that.
Then
No,
you come.
no.
You come with me. We go see my leader. We go see the chief.
Can
I would like to cast.
Go ahead. What do you want to cast?
Don't cast anything.
Yeah,
would you like to cast?
Don't cast magic.
What would you like to cast? I'm curious what he wants to cast.
I don't
No,
know
I
what he
get
wants
it.
to cast.
Did he
Does
just
he
die?
know what it? Maybe he doesn't know what he wants to cast.
Or else we lost him.
It's possible. I've been lagging in and out a little bit.
Sorry, I lost audio for a sec.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Am I good to go?
Yes. What do you want to cast?
Comprehend languages.
Okay.
Don't. When he
Um,
starts to make motions,
All right, so let's see. Bring up comprehend languages. Does it have?
Hold on.
What are the components of comprehend languages?
It's
Just click on it so it
BS.
comes into the thing.
I'm trying. It's not coming into the thing though. Which I don't understand why.
Click on the dice and it
Click
doesn't
on the
show up.
dice, it will show up.
Ah.
Let me just look it up.
Oh, sorry. No,
Don't do
no.
anything yet. Okay, so it is VSM.
Yeah.
Also known as going to spook the frickin'
Also known as it is going to require every single thing. If you wish to try to do it, not as a ritual, because it would take 10 minutes to do it as a ritual, then, yeah, with VSM, even a stealth sleight of hand check is not going to make this work. Do you wish to cast it?
No, I won't.
I'm ask him.
I'll just tag along.
Okay.
so she's
I might try and cast it en route when she's not paying attention.
Okay.
Might
So
just lag back a little
she
bit.
has said she wants me to go. 'Cause I've said yes to her question.
I mean, you can ask for an advisor or a bodyguard, I'm sure.
I was going to ask yes if anyone else can come or only me.
I don't know if I'd ask, just say you need that someone will come with you.
Say Praedyth Kyria.
Insist
advisor.
upon it.
I am your financial advisor.
You're my fiduciary.
Yes, I need to make sure you make good financial decisions for the group.
Fiduciary.
I see.
If I come, I need to take the gnome, and I point at small one.
Oh no.
And
She says, your child is welcome.
Child with hair on the face and skin on.
Yeah, a
in
child with a
The
gray beard,
bones.
a graying
I know.
beard.
Safety in
He's
She's
numbers.
never seen a gnome before. What do you want?
He's adopted.
That's fair. That's
Oh,
fair.
did I lag out? Did I miss something?
No.
So
There
I
you
pointed them to and say I want to take them both with me because safety in numbers. The Naga are, we might have antagonized them slightly.
She says, yes, you have antagonized them. I watched you.
Yeah. Maybe not the brightest decision we've made.
Were you the bird whistle?
Oh, she might have been.
Well,
Why
I
don't
don't
you ask
know.
her?
You say that. She doesn't
Yeah,
necessarily
I
Unless somebody
you were-
says Rhux is translating it, I'm not going to respond to it.
Were you
Or
the,
can I
the
imitate it?
bird
I
whistle?
mean,
She says, you people not as stupid as I think.
Well, now hold on. Let's not get heated.
Just wait.
Just wait. You've seen what we've done.
We can be stupid.
it's okay for them to underestimate us. That's probably better, actually.
Probably.
You underestimate my power.
By the way, we don't know that she doesn't understand our language, so be aware.
She says to you, Rhux, she says, if you are a leader, then bring your best warriors and come with us. And come with
Ooh, that's
and
me.
she does say us.
I'd be your best.
Ah,
warrior.
there must be more than one.
But you don't see
Make a
anybody
perception
else.
check to see if there's
You
where they
can
are.
look around, yeah.
I will perceive.
Okay.
With my huge eyeballs.
I
Hey, I
am
didn't
not-
get the 2 this time. God bless.
I am purposely not looking around because I assume that they are there. So
17 is, you don't see anything other than her.
I'm sure they're there. So she wants me to bring my best warriors. Well, everyone's coming then. I'll tell her that, how many people is it? Like 10?
Why is it 10?
How many people? Well, I'm including members of the crew, maybe.
You
'Cause
shouldn't
Barsk
do
would
that because
probably
then
go.
Praedyth is going to come.
You mean Penfro?
Yeah,
God.
whatever.
no, leave Penbroom here. He's only going to cause more problems.
She asked for warriors. He is not a warrior.
Yeah, but
And
remember he
pisses
said
us
next
off,
time you
much
go
less
out, I'm
somebody
coming.
else.
All right, so
Don't tell them.
who are you going to go get?
Well, let me look
I'll
at
go.
the freaking list. We'll take Aaron, Dresd'a,
Yeah.
Hylough. Iylis will come.
What about Barsk?
I can come, yeah, but I mean,
You're a warrior. We need
Am I?
shaman. We bring the shaman.
I suppose I am the shaman.
Yes, you were the shaman. I figure we just take all the party, but like if we take Praedyth, Penver will probably insist, and I really do not want to take him with us.
Well, we can just leave Praedyth here. I mean, we can leave
Yes, we'll just exclude the
the first mate
no.
here and organize defenses. while
Besides, if we don't take
Just
Praedyth, then we
leave
don't have
without
our
telling
eyes in the
Penver.
sky.
Yeah, no, how hard is that? Tell them we're going hunting. Actually, don't tell them anything, but
Exactly. That's what. Don't tell him anything.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
We're gonna take all the party, and then we're gonna ask like, we can have like Barsk like distract Penborough so he doesn't pay attention.
so I will ask. Please ask her. I will go get our warriors, and I will slowly back away if she says that's okay.
My friend over here will bring up the rest of our warriors.
She just
It
nods.
is.
Okay, slowly back away.
There will be like 8 or 9. How many people is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, it's only 7. Never mind, I can't count.
All right. So Marcus, you
So
had
I
to.
will, I'll
what do you
go
do?
down and try to use my sleight of hand and, in general, my deception and try to persuade people to come with me without staying away from Penbrook and all the ones that we don't want to have happen to go with us. So basically, our group.
All right. So you give me a stealth roll. It's probably the best way to do it. Not really a sleight of hand.
I know, but my sleight of hand's better.
It's not really a sleight of hand though.
I know, because they don't know thief can't. The thief can't take care.
Okay. So
But yeah, 23.
you talk to Hylough. What do you tell him? Or rather, you gather up Iylis and Hylough.
All right, I'm chewing. We need to go out now. We have a potential way. We need to go investigate something. So keep it
Okay.
quiet on down. It's very important to just keep it amongst us. It'd be dangerous for anyone else.
All right. Wink, nudge, nudge. Okay. Let's go.
All right. So you guys
Yeah,
head
so I'll
up.
continue.
Yeah.
Who else did you want to talk to?
Get the other group. Praedyth.
Well, Praedyth's already up there.
Okay, so let's
Dresd'a's
see.
the only other one.
Yeah, I'll get Dresd'a. I'll try to get Dresd'a.
Okay, so you head over
And,
there, and what do you tell her? Same thing?
I'm gonna pick up a cup of water or wineskin, actually a water skin,
Mhm.
and you really need to come with me. I need to refill this water, and I'll be honest, I just want to share it with you. So, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Trying to get her to read between the lines. Is there anyone there watching me, by the way? Or is she in a public? If she's not in public, then I'll just tell her.
I mean, you're down in the cave, so the cave is somewhat public.
Well, I'll
Okay.
just,
Public in the
Yeah.
sense of everybody else that's down is down there. I mean, Rivervale is currently kind of looking through the notes he's made. So
okay. Yeah, we just, if we need to go out and get. It's your turn on guard. Come with me.
Okay.
So that's what we'll do.
all right, so you two then head up. You don't talk to anybody else.
I will.
I'm asking.
No, I know.
Who haven't we talked to yet?
Can I read? Well, I mean, can I write to leave a note?
With what?
That's exactly what I'm trying to figure out. All right, so can I see what is the first mate doing right now?
He's working with sand. They're trying to set up something for Land.
Okay. I'll go over and tell
Looks
him.
like maybe a spit, probably so they can roast that snake.
Okay. We've got to go. We've got to lead. But if you can stay here and keep everyone defended and organized, we're gonna go see if anything comes of it. Maybe it'll help us in the near future.
Wife's just like, all right, what kind of lead?
Maybe a friend. We don't know. At least someone who's willing, has a
A
mutual.
local.
Okay. Enjoy. We'll get this food set up, and if you got any when you get back, you can have some.
Sounds great. And yeah, try to make sure the patrol thing, because I think we've definitely kicked the hornet's nest.
Yeah, I'll send one of these guys up there. Probably a rat here in a little bit to be watch out. Either
Fair enough.
that or Perry.
You're a good man. All right,
Let
go
me
on.
know how it goes.
Oh, you'll know.
All right, so you head up. All right, so Iylis and Hylough, you make it to the top and come out and see what I was showing before. This Kaleon standing there, kind of no longer kind of in the crouched pose of kind of offensive, just kind of standing there, arms crossed. She seems to be waiting. You see Rhux and Praedyth and Mark and Aaron standing there, kind of just waiting as well. You guys want to say or do anything?
I want to ask her one thing before we go, because I think this would be good to
Not
show.
everybody's up yet, but up there yet.
I
But
want to show good faith.
Uh-huh.
So, and also just how my character is. I want to, it'll be a random question to her, I guess. I ask her what the eggs of her people look like. I don't know how the best to ask that.
Kind of a personal question, don't
She
you
kind of
think?
looks at you strange.
We're not even on our
Blinks
first
several
date.
times, and then says, "Don't understand." Question.
I guess I'll just tell her about what I know is down there, because we found it when we raided the smuggler cave, and I've hidden them away, so only I know where they are.
So you explain that you have.
I'd like describe these eggs that we found.
Okay. She looks at you and says, "You have found some of our eggs."
Are they yours? I don't know. I've only ever seen Alak eggs.
What you described sounds like eggs of ours.
Okay. I ask her if I inform her
How
that
did
I'm
you
going
come by
to.
them?
Like I said when I was explaining things, there's a smuggler cave underneath this.
I do not know this word smuggler.
Does she know what a pirate is?
Thief.
She doesn't know what pirate is.
A thief?
Ah,
Stealer.
someone stole it. You did not steal, did you?
No, I kind of try to give the best rundown I can. Lar, does she know what a boat is?
She doesn't seem to. Well, she sort of does, but doesn't. When you kind of mention thing going across the waves, she looks very worried and like, no one goes across waves.
So I just say we crossed the waves, hit large rock. I like point at the rocks behind us because they're freaking tall, like out in the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Travel across the waves was no longer possible, so we washed ashore on the shore here. And then saw the big watchtower, and explored it and found a hidden cave or a sea cave underneath that had been used by thieves. And in one of the areas, we found these eggs when we arrived here.
Bring these eggs.
I will go do that. So I've hidden them not in the main part of the sea cave.
Mhm.
Like, that small little alcove that I explored when we were first there, where I found the silks and the crap?
Huh?
Yeah, they're over there, because I figured not many people would go there, because it's kind of
I definitely checked there.
Yes, I hid them there later, but like I figured not many people would go there.
I definitely checked there after he went and hid them there.
And then you ate all the eggs.
If you
There you
ate
go.
all the
Yummy,
eggs,
yummy,
I
yummy.
swear we will be fighting.
All right, so Rhux goes down.
You will be thrown
Rhux,
off
as you're
this
going
cliff.
down, Deirdre is coming up, or Dresd'a.
Dresd'a, not Deirdre.
Deirdre. And then shortly thereafter, you see Marcus coming up.
I tell Marcus, I'm going to get the eggs. They are their eggs. I believe it'll give us good fortune. Better chance of
Well,
alignment
so,
as opposed to enemies.
I hope so because we can't use them as bargaining chips now. That's for sure.
Why would we want to do that? That seems kind of rude. But I guess that's true. That's not how my character thinks. But
No,
okay.
that's fine.
I know, but that's how my character thinks. But
Yeah, well.
Go ahead.
Yes, I go get them out of the hiding place and bring them
Alright,
back
so
up.
you go bring them back up. All right, so now everybody's up here. You can see the thing. The creature says, "Is this all your warriors?"
Is it all 7 of us?
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought you had more. But no matter. You hear that strange whistle again, and
This is all we need. Wait, hold on.
5 more Kalion kind of just melt out of the bushes around her.
Figures.
It's just the whistle from Star Trek.
Anyway, it's not that. And she says,
Captain speaking.
"Follow with us." And she starts heading north, along down towards where the river was. Do you follow?
Yes.
Of course.
I will lead.
All right, so you guys start heading and following them.
I'm gonna try to make sure if anyone's watching behind us, that type of thing.
as you kind of head down there, no one is watching. But I was just about to say that when you get to about here, and you hear a sort of a familiar sound behind you, which is, "Unhand me, sir! Unhand me! Please get your hands off of me!
Did
I
he
will go
really
where I
follow
want!"
us? This motherfucker.
it's Penbro.
I hate him.
Penvro,
Can we feed him to the Naga, please?
Penvro and the big 7-foot tall guy are currently being pushed forward by 2 more of the Kalions with spears at
Why
their
is the
backs.
tall guy here?
Why is he here?
You don't know.
Well, I go up to him.
Also, if the Sylvan girl
Because they
desecrates the
got
rest of
caught
the
trying
crap
to
while I'm
follow.
gone, I'm gonna
There
be
is no
mad.
Sylvan girl here.
I know she's not here, but if she desecrates the rest of the tower by the time I get back, I'm gonna be annoyed.
They got caught trying to follow us.
The girl says, the Tho says, "Who are these other 2? Why do they follow us? Are they more of your warriors?"
They are of our camp, but at least one of them is no
The
warrior.
tall one looks very much like a warrior. Why did you not
I-
bring him forth before?
I don't know
He
enough
was
about
injured.
him, and he was also very, very, very. Not 2 days ago, he was out cold for 3 days after he got clobbered over the head. So I don't know really how sound he is.
He could be
Also,
fine now. He seems to
Could be fine
fine.
now. We don't know much about him. I barely know this man.
He did tell
Has
you
he-
guys that he felt he had a light tattoo. Remember that?
Yeah,
Do you
what?
remember- He had talked to you before.
He's never talked to me. He's talked to Iylis.
Yeah, he's talked to Iylis. He's
Yeah.
talked to a couple people and said he had a life debt to them. For
Oh.
dragging him out of the surf.
Oh, well, I guess if he has a life to. I didn't remember that part.
He's literally Jar Jar Binks.
not really.
Okay.
No, not Penbro. Not Penbro. Kellyan, the big tall.
No,
guy.
I know
Kellyan.
Kellyan. Yeah. This one, the small, I point to Penvero, is not a warrior. I do not know why he's here.
You're speaking that in Malazan, and Penrose says in Malazan, "I am here because you know not what you're speaking of, or who you are speaking to."
I respond in Malazan. Trust me, I know exactly who you are. Rather
I
pointedly,
know you are kind.
I know exactly who you are.
I see. Well, I'll just keep following you. You guys leave a trail a mile wide.
I ask, is Kellyan, right?
Huh?
I asked him if he was tailing Penbro after he apparently came after us. Like what?
He
How
says,
they got here?
He says, I saw him leave. I came out when he was already being accosted by these 2. And they immediately told me to follow. And now that you notice it, really, it seems like more that the spears are pointed at Penvero than they are at Kellyan.
Ah. Well,
What
sorry
did
you got
Penvero, what did Penvero say?
swept up into this.
What did I say? I said, take me to your leader. What else would I say?
I see.
What kind of trope do you not mistake me for?
You know, that's fair. He's got a point. Rhux is not that intelligent, so he's got a point. Well,
We should get on with this before it gets dark. I don't want to be out here when it's nighttime. That's when the
Alright,
big
let's
bugs come
keep
out.
moving, I guess.
yeah, I turn to Tho and say, well, I guess these are now 2 more of our warriors.
Fair enough.
Did
All right then.
he say that in English or in Lizard?
No, he's been speaking in
That's when
Malazan the whole time.
He's
Okay.
speaking in Malazan the whole time.
I do raise an
Except
eyebrow
for
at him.
to Kellyan, right?
But I don't know what he's saying.
No,
so.
Kellyan spoke in common to you guys.
Yeah.
But we talked to him in common,
But,
but
Penbro's been
Malazan.
speaking to...
Yeah, Penro's the one I was worried
Yeah,
about.
he's been talking in Malazan the whole time. Remember, he literally is translating the Malazan stuff on the chamber walls. Clearly he knows Malazan.
Yeah, he can speak Malazan, so.
Yeah,
But he's
he
not
was
a cheat.
he was our NPC translator if we didn't have one.
Yes,
No,
actually he was.
he's a general in this.
Called
But
it.
you got me, so we don't need the NPC translator.
We got
Doesn't
you
mean he's
and
not
we
still
have.
interested in the stuff that's going on.
I
Praedyth.
know, just because he has to be the way he is doesn't mean I can't be
Right.
motivated.
So you guys, Tho just says, well, I guess this just means 2 more warriors. This makes our chances much better. And you guys continue on up the river. So you are literally following the river, upstream, I should say. It's really more of a stream.
Makes sense.
And you guys, you guys get to about here when you can start seeing a couple things. So let me do this. Or here we go. You can see ahead there is
There's a
just
village.
peeking out of the foliage in the jungle ahead, off to one side, so away from the river. You can see what seems to be maybe the top of some kind of building. Ruined building, but still building nonetheless. And they eventually bring you. Whoops! I just moved the wrong thing.
You moved the village.
I moved the village. The village just keeps staying away from you as you keep moving. You guys eventually come upon the following.
It's a mirage.
So as you enter the village, and I don't own any tokens with vision in here. Give me a second. I thought I had put tokens with vision in here. I guess I had not. You guys will show up in here real quick.
Just it again.
Dresd'a, this, Rhux, Praedyth, Lewis, Hylough. Got everybody?
Me.
Did I thought I put you in there?
Did you?
I did not put you in there. You are correct, Iylis. Way to go. 2, 3, 4,
Yay.
5, 6, 7, 8. All right. And then you also have at this time Kellyan and Penbro.
He's big.
Kellyan is like 7 feet tall. He's huge. He's like a big, huge dude.
Yeah, he is a massive man.
Massive man. All right. You also have, at this point in time, as I was mentioning before, you have Tho, who's ahead of you guys. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 of those guys. And then you have 1, 2, and then technically these guys are behind Kellyan and Penbro. You have these guys behind them. All right. So
Full
that's what we-
initiative.
No, don't roll initiative. So you guys come upon this, and they and I'm just going to start moving you forward. Don't worry. They take you, and as you come through up in here, you start to see these mounded kind of huts next to these trees. So that would be sort of this thing right here. You can see the entrance right here. You can see there's sort of the shadow from the mound here. There's another one over here that you can kind of see as you're coming through, and they're like at the base of this tree. And they continue kind of moving you through as you go past some of these things, and a few people got stuck behind some mounds. I see. Turns out there's one right in
There's
front
a
of you.
wall here.
Well, it's because there's a hut right there that I forgot about. So you guys keep moving up into here until you get to what looks to be some kind of, you can start to see it now on the map, sort of a stairwell that leads up, and 2 warriors. So as you kind of move through these warriors and move up the hill into the thing, Hylough's going to be left behind unless I move him over. Kellyan was left
No,
behind.
we'll just put him through a wall. It's fine.
And you guys kind of move into the village, and they take you into the village, and they take you to, they take you over to the side. I'm just going to move Marcus for now. They take you to the side here, and they take you into this building here on the side, and they take you inside the building. And then two guys stay outside. Tho says, as she's taking you over there, Tho says, "Wait here. I will get the mistress." Or leader is what you're translating it as.
Mistress Chief.
And let me get everybody over here real quick. Penvro is super excited. He just immediately starts, like, this looks very similar to one of those temple buildings that you saw before. And so he immediately just starts going in and starts looking around inside there and trying to, looking at the pictographs and stuff like that.
So Pembro, you speak the language. Do you know of the other tribe as well, the one that we fought?
Tribe? You met another tribe?
Yes.
Oh, what were they?
They are also lizards.
They were Naga.
There are many different types of lizard people.
They were the ones that are...
Only a bigot would call them anything else.
Is he ignoring me?
Those are the ones who are going to try to kill us. And may succeed.
I see.
Anything you know about them?
Well, these people seem to be worshipping... let's see here. It's right here. They seem to be worshipping the Earth Goddess. Eartha. At least that's what they name. At least that is the ancient form of her name. I believe her name now is probably...
Do I know the new name?
Arethia or something like that. And yeah, Arethia is pretty close to what is the correct name. This seems to be, what's interesting here though is that the side seems to be, it's kind of looking around and looks at, and you again, as you look at the ceiling, it's got that same kind of demarcation you saw in the last one where it seems to be months, 10 months, and sort of the month and date, the roll of years kind of thing. But he looks around, he looks at that, he looks around the thing, he says, this one seems to be more of a negative aspect. I wonder why they would keep us here. Very strange. And he starts pointing out things like, look, earthquake, and it seems to be an earth elemental of some sort. What was that, John?
You said that is a negative aspect. We have both the light and the dark here.
I mean, if you look on the map, it looks like there's another side to it on the other side of this big open area.
There's a second
which
side.
would probably have the positive side.
Remember last time?
Right. Yeah.
Same thing at the other one.
There was sort of a duology with the goddess of rain and harvest.
Yeah, I tell Penbro about that. About what we had
you had found some temples to Arkasi?
I believe so.
I can't remember what I named her now.
It was something like that. Yes.
Yeah, it was Kasi or something like that.
Yeah, we were trying to determine the ancient name, and we figured it was close enough because we couldn't quite get it. Mostly because
I knew it started with an A.
This is
I'm not a very bright Malazan, so I don't know everything.
This is fascinating. The iconography here predates anything I've seen before. The carving is almost, well, given that it's easily 1,500 years old, it's almost lifelike. And looking at some of the iconography, they are very well carved. Like, whoever did this had really good tools, not just like a hammer and chisel, but like probably really good stoneworking tools.
Very precise tools.
So,
go ahead.
Who is the god that is the direct opposite of the Earth God?
Of the Earth
The air god.
The Earth
I mean,
gods?
do they have a duality? You said they had duality, but is there another god who?
Yes,
is
we are
opposed?
currently in the temple to Eartha.
So who would be
Her twin is Eretha.
The
and
air
what does
goddess.
Aerra look like? And just try to describe
The
some
same
of the
thing, just not twisted.
Just not
They are the
destroying
same
the earth,
god.
probably cultivating the earth.
They're the same goddess. They're just
So
these are two
The
aspects of the same
it's the dual
goddess.
faces. Yeah.
I saw the priest, right, the guy leading at the other town itself.
You saw a
leader.
guy who came out with nicer clothes, yes.
Do I know was he in robes or something I could describe?
He had some sort of, you think it was like some sort of lacquered armor, maybe of some sort. You're not sure 100%. But
Okay.
he did have a flowing kind of skirt.
It
robe
did
to
look kind
himself.
of like vestments or something.
Yeah.
So I'll kind of describe that to him. Would this be a priest's robe?
He listens to what you say, and he's like, doesn't sound like anything that I have heard of before. Can you describe it a bit better? Was there anything else odd about the man? Or Naga? Not really. Well, it is a man, but
He seems to be in charge. Did he have slaves with him or anything?
he have what?
Did he have slaves?
Oh, he had 4 spearmen with him, but they
Yeah,
were
he had
like
4 guards.
he was clearly of importance.
He did have a
because they
book.
guarded him.
That was at his side, and he seemed to be carrying. He had an amulet around his neck, and he seemed to be carrying a skull in his left hand.
Yeah. Describe all that to him. By the way, you're probably going to meet that one if you keep coming with us. We're going to meet him, and he'll probably try to kill us all.
Very interesting. I have never heard of this one. Maybe there's a new type of god or goddess.
I do mention they were talking about sacrificing the captain and a few other people to something they called the mask.
The mask.
And do I remember what god they were talking about killing me for? Because I think multiple
they
times they
mentioned the
threatened
name
me.
Talasic.
Yeah, tell him that because he probably knows more about this than I do. I don't really remember this stuff.
I've never heard of a god named Talasic in any kind of Malazan theology.
Perhaps our theory that this might be a seat of an old Malazan empire is more correct than we think.
It's very possible. This is very
Ancient
defined.
gods forgotten to time.
This is quite defined. I could spend a lifetime here, and the amount of things that we could discover and
You may
learn
spend a
about these
lifetime
things.
here. A very short lifetime, but a lifetime nonetheless.
I think we should be rescued right away.
You have a very, very
Get you off
negative
this thing.
friend here.
I prefer realistic.
Yeah, that was the word. He's realistic.
What
The
happened
Naga
in your
village-
childhood to make you so bereft of hope?
Oh. I'm not bereft of hope. I fully intend on getting out of here.
As he said that, Marcus, give me a charisma saving throw.
Is Penvro like Sigmund Freud?
I feel
No.
like he might be magical in some way.
He's not like
Like,
Sigmund Freud.
do they have like that kind of traditional psychology in this time period and place?
Well, so the world is a little weird because you got to think about it this way. You have a wide variety of places where magic reigns supreme, and you have magic users and wizards and stuff like that around this particular archipelago. And that, for the most part, is still what you would consider maybe 1100 to 1200s kind of technology level in many ways. The nobility tend to have a higher level technology level because
No, I'm talking about like psychology.
I'm getting there.
Yeah.
I'm getting there.
Oh, okay.
Because the Searly have basically exterminated all wizards and sorcerers and have relied upon artificers and technology. So the Searly kingdom is basically at the equivalent of 1500s to 1600s. And some of that has definitely leaked out into the rest of the world. That's why you have pirates with cannons and flintlocks and things like that at this point in time. Because some of that stuff has finally started to leak out into the rest of the world. So, do they really have a Sigmund Freud level of psychology? Yeah, maybe not. But there are certainly sages out there who are starting to come upon that sort of thing.
And besides that, I mean, priests and religious figures have kind of been psychologists in a way anyway.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where this is coming from, right? So
that's fine.
So there's sort of a have and have-nots in the world in some sense. So, but the wizards, like if you have wizards, why would you need artificers? Why would you need technology from artificers? So you're not really raising the rest of the populace up like the Searly do. The Searly are raising the rest of the populace up by providing with better technology and a better standard of living, so to speak, but at the cost of basically killing wizards and sorcerers, and also taking over countries and instilling themselves in the leadership positions.
Magic is just too easy.
Mm-hmm. So, charisma save. Marcus,
I
You
rolled a
start to
19.
feel a bit as if your mind is getting a little clouded. And something, you get a flash of something dark. Dark and bulbous is probably the best way I could put it. And then it passes. And you definitely feel a little more, negative's not the right word, a little more pessimistic in the world, but it's not really controlling you. So that's probably the best way to put it. But you feel like something tried to become embedded in your mind.
Did he make any motions or
He
anything?
didn't say anything or do anything. No, he was just talking to you and mentioned that when it happened.
Okay.
We got triggered, bro.
Could be the fact that we're in the negative part of the
Yeah, I was gonna say we're in the negative
of the
hut.
temple. It could have negative vibes.
Possible.
Yeah.
You got vibe checked by the building.
Oh, yeah,
That's
it's
what
like a
happened.
2,000-year-old building.
Yeah, the 2,000-year-old building was just like,
Yeah.
I have not vibe checked in thousands of years. You.
So- I just felt something here. There's some type of dark
Vibe.
story that's here. Perhaps we should stay quiet for a little while and hope for the best.
I can get my ghost box out and we can try and contact the spirit.
I'm gonna pull out my vacuum cleaner. I've got this.
You got a vacuum cleaner. So, Penville continues to look around at the things, and he seems to mutter every so often. Right, if you're listening to him, he just seems to be amazed at the level of sophistication of the goddess, even the negative aspect of it. As he's going through there, he's fascinated by what he basically says is the roll of years on the ceiling, which seems to be related more towards, in this case, the roll of years seems to be marking off when certain events like earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and those sorts of things seem to be happening. But he seems a little disappointed because the roll doesn't have any kind of date that he can put into anything that he already knows.
There's no context.
Yeah, there's no context for him. There's no start point so that he can figure out exactly how old this is. But he's very sure this is a roll of dates, and that the things that are being marked are definitely like earthquakes and volcanic activity and
Probably too old.
things of
for
that
him to
nature.
know. It's probably from way long ago, before whatever cataclysm happened.
Anybody else want to do anything?
I'm waiting
So-
for this chief lady to
I just want to
Uh-huh.
like maybe discuss with everybody like what we want to put forth as. Because it's clear they want to try to. It's clear that I don't think that they like the Naga very much, because the Naga seem kind of mean. They also captured one of their young, so probably don't like them
Also-
that much. So they're most likely going to offer some sort of allegiance to fight them. So
We never actually did a long rest, did we?
Or even a short one at that point yet.
No.
Yeah, we probably need to do at least a short one, and definitely a long one if we can.
Yeah.
And remember, we don't know what's inside these walls or where they
It's
may
getting
be.
close to
Yeah.
evening, right?
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
it took you about an hour to get up here, so you've got about the sun is definitely the twin suns are definitely high in this mountain, so it is definitely, you can still see there's brightness to the sky, so clearly it's not quite dusk, but maybe an hour until dusk.
so I don't necessarily think, I'm gonna tell a story. I've heard a story about how there were things amongst, I'll come up with something where a party thought they were alone, but there are invisible things amongst them. And they gave out all their plans, but it turned out poorly. It's not very subtle, but
Penvro just stops what he's doing and says, "If you do not wish to talk about your plans in front of me, I take no offense. I could really care less what they are," and continues going back to his work.
well, there are others here, perhaps. Just like in that story, you never know who's around.
No,
Um,
well, he's right. I
you
don't
can-
really know if these guys can really understand us, but sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, you guys
Never,
go.
never
Thank
assume.
them.
Never assume.
Rhux, while he's telling the story, you're kind of looking around out there, and you can see that there are plenty more of these huts, mud huts. You can see some to the north here. You see a set right in front of you, a set a little bit further away, a set here.
Yeah.
Oops, we need to do that. You can just barely make out that there's a statue of some sort there that seems to be only partially broken, is mostly still standing.
Yeah.
Across the way, you can see that other building. What's interesting, though, is that many of the huts are dark. It's pretty clear to you as you're looking through it that there are more huts than there are people in this village.
Maybe they've gotten hit pretty hard by the
I sense
Naga.
that the Naga have been picking them off a bit, unless they all happen to be not here. So either everyone's invisible to make it look like no one's here, everyone's not here to make it look like no one's here, or everyone's dead.
To make it look like no one's here.
To definitely make it look like no one's here. Either way, it looks like no one's here. All these huts are dark.
Yeah, you still also have like some guards, so just as an FYI, they're still kind of they're not really paying too much attention to you. They're just kind of making sure you don't leave. An hour later, if you wish to take a short rest, you can.
Oh, thank the Lord.
Yes.
As the suns begin to set, do your short rest, and then we'll continue on to the next thing. Ooh.
Hey, there we go. That's good.
Anybody else taking a short rest?
I am. I just got to find a roll. There we go.
Short rest.
I was on the wrong
time.
screen. Let's find. I'll go ahead and roll both.
Get anything?
I needed
Short
HP.
rest.
Now I'm full health. This is good.
I didn't make them 2 rolls. Anyway. Do I just go ahead and roll them both at once, or can you declare them? Okay, I'm now back to full.
Excuse me.
So you can't, I guess you can't declare like I'm gonna roll 4 dice and then roll them all at once. You just roll them each one at a time. Which works better, but
I mean, yeah, it is better for like overall, like making sure that you get enough health or not too much.
well, yeah, I just wasn't sure how D&D. Some GMs do it differently. You have to declare it beforehand, so I couldn't remember.
They're lame.
Probably.
I don't think I get anything back from a short rest, but
Where's the
Nope.
short rest button?
It's on the attributes page.
I still have my font of magic.
Under hit dice, it says S rest.
Ah, there it is.
S stands for
Stupid.
snooze.
Hmm.
A quick snooze.
Did we lose Peter?
Sorry, I had muted because I was closing something.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, it looks like you have stopped phasing out of being as well. That looks pretty good.
All right. So you guys
Your background looks a lot
at
more
that point, Tho comes back and she says to you, to Rhux, because you're the one that understands, although Penver does as well. She says, what's her name? Sorry, I have names, but I don't have them in the right handy spot. She says, Mistress Aerra will see you, wishes to speak with you now.
All of us?
Yeah. She's going to talk with all of you. And you guys get moved up to here.
You get
Oh, can I look at
teleported.
the statue as we move past it?
Yeah, it's just a statue of a Naga of all things. That is move you guys around a little bit more.
That looks pretty cool.
I mean, the other statues were also Naga, so
Yeah,
I wonder
it's
if
also-
this was
it's
like a
still a Naga.
Naga stronghold the whole time. Like
Did
the,
you just
the
make like
mayor.
a stone version of one of the things.
Hero Forge
and stick
things,
it on
yes.
there.
And then I took
Yeah,
a
that's
picture-
really cool.
picture from the top. Yeah, and then I just turned it into
A thingy.
brush for inside of the things.
Sick.
For the ones that I did at the other maps, I also did some on the side, and then I went into Photoshop and broke them apart, and then just put rock around them so that you can't see where I did the cuts in Photoshop.
Very nice.
All right, so you guys come up to here. Penrose stays in the back. Let me bring you guys into here. Penrose stays in the back. Rhux, you're up there in the front. Marcus is kind of your Iylis and stuff like that. All right.
I would actually like to stay back near our resident art critic.
Oh, Penrose, he's not an art critic. He's static.
I know, that's just what I'm calling.
I mean, you're right next to him. All
I
right,
couldn't help his
so
name.
Kellyanne
So,
is just kind of
Kellyanne,
standing in the
no.
middle of nowhere.
Kellyanne is in the back too. Kellyanne is huge. I really think he's bigger than I meant him to be. But so
Mans is out here.
you come and you see the following people.
Goliath.
Dude, he
So-
fills that square.
He totally fills the square.
He's 5 feet wide.
Yeah, he's huge.
Yeah, dude, he's
He's
white
really
people.
huge. He is pretty big. All right, so
400 pounds.
you come upon and sitting behind near this fire, and you can see that there's a thing that goes up to another kind of smallish. It's kind of a small cigarette, but you can see that it leads up into two. You can see the stairs here lead up into what look like two kind of, maybe there were temples at one point, but it's very clear that maybe somebody lives in these two things. It's kind of hard to tell this side as much as this side, but you can see stuff in there. You can see that there are warriors kind of here in between you and them. There's some archers in a couple spots kind of watching over you. But you see this person here who looks like this.
Very chieftain-esque.
Yeah. So that one you see, and next to that person, or next to that Kellyanne, is someone who looks like this.
See, here's the real question. How did they both get past us out the door? Because she talked with them in there. How did they get past us over here before we made it over here?
What are you talking about?
Never mind.
What are you talking about?
Never mind. I don't know.
I did think that she went to go get the
Yeah, I thought
other
they were
lady.
in. I thought they were in the thing. Oh wait, actually, this is a wall. I'm an idiot.
It's a wall.
Norman.
I think were we just waiting in there?
Yeah, you were
I
waiting.
guess.
Yeah, they just
Yeah,
put
that's
us
just-
in a
They put
small
you in a
building.
waiting
I
spot,
thought
and then
I
had you
thought
wait
that
there.
was a door.
How nice of them.
No, there's like I just literally just said up here. It looks like it leads up into some other kind of temple area.
Yeah, that's probably where they were.
I
My bad.
literally just said this.
No, the wall of the place we were standing in, I thought was a door that she had.
No. You were actually inside underneath that. I just didn't put you in because I put some walls there for viewing purposes.
Yeah, you're fine. I'm an idiot.
Yeah. All right. So here you go. So these two come out, and Tho introduces you, and she says, "Leader Aerra, here is the people I had talked to you about. That they have survived a battle against the Naga, the Nasalis, is what she says. Nasalis. You know they're Naga, so it must mean that maybe that's the name of their tribe or something like that.
Or the village or something like that.
And Aerra
Or
kind of
the-
looks you over for a bit, and next to her is this person with a staff and kind of a necklace thing. Kind of looks at you, and he or she, they are looking at you kind of through, sort of peering through at you with kind of a, I don't know. It's hard to make it out exactly what their expression is because it's a face that's kind of alien to you guys. But to you, Rhux, you kind of get the feeling that there's a disapproving stare coming from that one.
Well, he can suck it.
Aerra then addresses you, Rhux, and says, so you are the interlopers who've come from the sea. Respond to that in any way?
Not on purpose, but yes.
Interlopers never come on purpose, or so they say. And you definitely hear it this way, my daughter says that you went into the village of our foe, the Nasalis, and fought them there before almost being overwhelmed, is what she says. Is this true?
Yes. We had been searching around to try to explore island we washed up on a little bit, and found tracks from Naga coming from the water, and we had been looking for the. Do they have a word for captain?
You could probably just use leader.
Chief.
Chief. It'd probably be the same thing.
We were looking for the chief of our water vessel, and found her. She is in the cage in the Naga village to be sacrificed, probably.
You have seen your chieftain in the village,
Yes.
in the cages. Then I must say that she does not have long. For tomorrow night, she will be sacrificed.
Sweet. We have until tomorrow night. Excellent.
Sleep
You've now learned
time.
that
Yeah, we can just chill.
We're chilling.
when the floating mountain, and she kind of gestures to the north because that's where it currently is at, reaches the Nasalis, the ziggurat, she will be sacrificed along with some of our own.
We did notice they were there.
Ask what time.
Now, can we get exact time? And can we get an RSVP?
Is it at like sundown or
Can we get
like?
maybe like an RSVP notice? Like, I gotta
Yeah,
be able
can
to
we,
tell,
like,
do
can
I
you
get to say
text
what
us
type of food I
before?
want? Do I get to say my +1? Things like this.
Penver says, yes, this is all well and good, but can you tell me about the... I'm assuming at that point Marcus elbows him in the ribs.
Somebody does.
He's saying it
Whoever's
Malazan, but I mean clearly.
Yeah, no, Marcus definitely was. Yeah, that's why I'm there.
The chieftain looks over at the guy with kind of cocks his head to the side and says, as you can see around our village, we have lost many to the Nasalis. They are not like they once were. They have become sadistic and cruel. From what we know not. I would like to propose an alliance. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Is this acceptable to you? We would join together and attack this village to end their scourge.
I'm down.
Let's do it.
I turned and talked to the.
Yeah, we don't understand the language, right? I mean,
Yeah,
it's not-
I mean, you can assume that
Yeah,
Rhux
I
is
know, but
translating it
still-
to you at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm relaying as we go because you guys don't understand. And I'm just like, is this favorable? Do we like this?
That's a good idea.
I mean,
We
it's
need all
better
the
than
help
the
we can get.
alternative.
Because we were getting we got a little bit destroyed. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie.
The chieftain says, my daughter has mentioned that you have some amount of warriors with prowess that matches the Nasalis. As you can see, we do not have this. We are slowly falling to them. I do not believe by the time the large moon's face is full that we will still be a viable village, viable tribe.
So,
She says that by the time the full moon comes, they're gonna die.
So
Well,
do
then
they want to,
we'll make sure that won't happen.
So do they want to eliminate the other village, or
They
what are
did
they going to
say
do?
they
with
did say
the
put a
tribe?
stop to their sadistic ways. So I would assume.
But there are multiple ways to do that. That's kind of what I'm.
That's all that she says.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking
I
Andy
guess
to
I
kind
don't
of
have
clarify it.
Tho here. No, that's literally what she said. So Tho, who's been sitting next to her side, which I didn't put her in the right spot here, she says, I have been scouting the village for the last month. They seem, what was it? Where do I have this? They seem to have about 24 or so warriors. typically there. And their shaman, who I had seen well before this started, now has a strange book and a skull. And every time he speaks to the village, their fervor seems to grow even more strong.
Would I know anything about this?
You can give me an Arcana check if you.
Yeah.
It's a very vague
really
description, but you can give me an Arcana check.
Sounds like he found some sort of ancient artifact of death.
Hey.
Hey. You're not sure what the book or the skull have to do with it, but it does sound like that maybe he is using some kind of magical way of
Like a rage spell
mesmerizing
or something
them,
like that.
or bending them to his will in some way. You're not sure what.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I mean, what the sacrifices and the mask and Thalassic and all these other things might have to do with any of this, you're not sure. But based on that description, maybe the shaman is doing something magical.
Some ritualistic type behavior.
Yeah,
Did
maybe.
she say how long this has been going on? Is it
She
been
did not. She
happening?
just said she'd been scouting
Right.
the village for a month.
The
But I'm
thing is asking
asking-
about the chieftain if they'd said how long they'd been getting raided and dwindled.
You can ask.
I will ask.
The chieftain says it has been 6 faces of the moon.
So like
6 faces
6
ago,
months,
there was
or
the
3
first
months?
the first attack. No, 6 months was the first attack upon our village from the Nasalis. Since then, they have attacked the day after the floating mountain has been reached their ziggurats, capturing 1 or 2 of us each time, and then when we go and try to one time we have attacked back and we saw them in cages, and my daughter here has mentioned that she has seen them get sacrificed. Recently, they have been increasing their not their frequency of their attack. Frequency is such a strong big word for these people, but not the rate of their attacks, but how many they take when they do attack. We do not have long.
When you say you want to stop them, do you want to eliminate the whole village, or just eliminate that which causes them to do what they do?
She
Eliminate the problem.
says, she starts to say, however, and then the shaman next to her angrily stamps the staff into the ground twice, and she just turns and looks at her, and you hear her say, Malazan, what the heck is her name? Damn it. I really should have put the names. Oxagal. Why? Why do you interrupt? Oxagal turns and says, you know we should not be courting this death. We should leave. We should head to the west. To the Vizigurat to the west. Marcus, when she says, while this conversation is going on, you see Penvro kind of perk up a little bit, and he seems to be listening intently. You know that there are artifacts there that the ancients have left for us. This is where we should go. Aerra says, we have talked over this plan. It is foolhardy. They are haunted, guarded by the dead. Speak not more of this. That's what you hear, Rhux.
Yeah, and I make a note to myself
Dick.
to kind of mention it to Rhux around this time period. I don't know, clear my throat or something to make a, some type of
Him.
right before I clear my throat. What are they talking about? So I'm not asking it now.
Yeah. So she says, we do not wish their death. We just wish for the attacks to stop and to go back to the way it was. Before this, we rarely had any contact with them, only occasionally for trade.
Fix the problem. Got it.
They attack. They eat the lizards and the giant lizards and that sort of thing. We tend to eat the giant bugs and those sorts of things. We really do not have much in common or much overlap in resources. but we tend to trade other things, such as, pottery and linens and these sorts of things. And this was fine until the attack started. This is all we wish to have. Be back to this.
Hmm.
I just think that we can go. They don't want to murder the whole village. They just want to stop the attack. So it sounds like we need to get rid of the shaman guy.
We gotta assassinate
Yeah.
the shaman.
Yeah.
Sounds like the shaman needs to die.
Somebody got a sniper.
At this point, you guys hear shouts from the southwest. And
Here they come.
turning to the south, you can see several of the warriors in the village are running towards the south. You also see, and I don't have them on the picture in here, but you also see what you assume are non-warriors starting to come from the south towards the north, and you see a runner come up and say something to the chieftain, to the leader. Rhux, you hear him say, "We are under attack by the Nasalis," and he or she goes over and starts ringing what looks to be like a triangle or a bell of some sort.
Dinner time.
And now it is time for combat.
Woohoo!
Yay.
What convenient
this.
timing.
Get this over with.
All right, so let's see here.
It's hard having diplomatic relations when only one person can understand it.
No, that's the reason why I assume he's automatically.
No, I get it.
He's doing the
Translating.
History Channel translation where
I'm the
it's
one
just
who
like
has to do all
slightly
the
after
talking.
they start talking or
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so I will allow you guys. Oh, actually, you got not that far away. All right, so let's see here. This is gonna be a weird battle because there's a lot of Nasalis, or a lot of creatures on both sides.
Yeah, I figured like
All right,
you're,
if you
you're
notice-
basically asking us to do like partial NPC battles.
Yeah. So.
Or we're asking you to do partial NPC
So
battles.
what I'm going to do is the following: roll your initiative. You'll be on there in some fashion. I'm going to roll. I'm going to
Like
do all of the
17
monsters.
million dice.
No, I'm going to do all of them in one thing. So all of these guys are at 6. All of these guys are going to be at whatever that was. These guys are going to be at what that was. That is, and that is.
I was just ready for the deluge to begin.
No, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to.
That would have been funny.
So I just have to find who's where. So Kalian, the Nagas are
BRB.
at 21. So find them and put them at 21. At 21. And Kalian, or the Naga Archer, is at 22. Go Naga Archer.
That's not good. How did Aaron roll a 0? Aaron.
Because he kind of sucks.
Aaron's in a coma.
Oh, Kalian.
I don't think he has a roll.
I mean, I have a thing that's supposed to make it so that these things are all supposed to be at the exact same initiative, but it's not working. Screw it. NPCs are getting rolled. Here comes the deluge.
Wow.
There's a lot of NPCs.
Okay.
Thought they only had a dozen warriors. What the hell?
Yeah, well, there's more of the Kalians than there are the other ones. But
Yeah, I know. Innocent.
here we go. All right, so this guy is first. He's gonna. You see him. He starts. This one doesn't move anywhere. He seems to fall back into more of a protective stance of the chieftain.
And shamans.
Yep. All right, this one can see to the distance, so it is going to shoot an arrow. Shoots the arrow. I should do, and I believe actually hit. So I should have done this. Should have done this to make it easier for everybody to see. Although you can't really see. Kind of a moot point. Focus on you guys. 14 on this guy. Does hit. He does only 3 points of damage because that's just what he does. Okay. Next one. Ooh. This Naga archer definitely can see those archers, so he first does an overdraw and then shoots at the other archer.
And sucks.
9 is not enough.
Good.
Next Naga archer does the same thing. Overdraw, shoot. That one hits, so it does 5 plus an extra d4. 7 points of damage to this archer here, and he falls.
So they're coming from the south.
Yeah, they're coming from the southwest. There's kind of the same way you guys came in. All right, next Naga archer shoots at this guy here. Sorry. That's an overdraw, does a sharp bow. And I believe misses. Yes, he misses. Kalion, this one is responding. 1, 2, 2. Go for the low gun. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 stops there. Naga. This is a regular Naga, so 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, great. I accidentally put them into some things. 6 goes to there. 1. Oops, wrong one. Oh my god, I did put them inside of something. 1, 6. He actually does get to attack. This spear. That hits for 6 points on this guy. You're hearing the sounds of battle to the south. Warrior. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all he's gonna do. This one was, whoops. 1, 2, and he attacks. His club. 12, I don't think is enough. It is not. Warrior. All right, so this one. Oops, which one is it? Yeah. No, this one I just did. There we go. This one also stays in the flank. Rhux, finally your turn. Holy cow.
I get to do something.
Well, the Kalians are going to fall out here real quick because they don't have a lot of hit points. So.
All right. Well, I am going to immediately turn and run towards wherever the fighting is.
You can hear it to the south.
And I still can't see jack. 4, 5, 6.
You can see. You can
Nothing.
see a fall. Well, no, you can see a fallen archer right here. Like he's fallen over to the edge, and you can see an arrow sticking out of him.
I will point out that all the
And
Kalians.
as you're heading this way, you can see Kalians and smaller Kalians are running towards the north.
Yeah.
I just don't have them pictured, so there's not enough of them for them to cause you to have any kind of. Speed
Do I want
problems.
to? See, if I move too far forward, I'm gonna get focused.
Pardon?
Marked.
You have a dash if you'd like to use it,
I know.
or you still have an action, which
Yeah,
could be a dash if you want.
I can't see any of them, so.
They're to the south. You heard them say they're attacking from the south.
No, I know they're from the south, but like in my actual line of sight, I cannot see them.
No, you can't see anyone. It's also dusk, so it's darker.
Doesn't help. I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna frickin' just stand in front of everything. I did that once. It wasn't very fun.
Well, you got a bunch
Aren't
of.
you a
Kalians helping
cleric?
you. It's a
No, I'm a
paladin.
paladin.
Paladin? Okay, well, I mean, hit him.
Can't.
Oh, you could always like do defensive action or get
Yeah,
behind.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I was thinking. I was trying to decide if I was gonna move forward further
I'd move
and risk
forward
getting
further.
destroyed.
I'm gonna
Or-
do that.
I would just don't go too
Pick
far.
something.
forward.
We got an hour. You could make this combat take 2 hours at the rate you're going.
Did any of them fall behind us, or all the wounded? None of the archers
I
behind us
will
did, right?
stand here. I'm going to what does this do again? I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay. Please cast it.
I clicked it, it didn't show up. Oh, there we go.
Thank
There
you.
it is. I'm gonna take a defensive action here and tell the shout to the surrounding warriors to form up behind me, I guess.
Okay. Right. It's,
I'm trying to be the shield here.
and stays there to stay with the thing. This one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gets to there. All right, another Naga warrior. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's action. Alien warrior. 1, 2, 3, and attacks that one with his club. Okay, he hits for 3 points. By the way, that's his maximum damage.
Got this.
They're not exactly super heavyweights. Dresd'a.
There's millions.
They're chameleons. They're better at being invisible than they are at fighting. Dresd'a.
Why don't they just be invisible while they're fighting? You ever think of
They
that?
can be. They usually do, but not when they're out in front. Not when they're being attacked as directly. Dresd'a.
He's moving.
We're trying to when the bushes aren't getting in my way.
Do it one thing at a time. Stop. Yeah, you're gonna have to, because there's things like these. This right here is huts. You can't walk over it. There you go.
Jabba the Hutt.
They're kind of like.
Do I
Jabba.
see any enemies?
No, they're to the south. They're still outside the walls. There are walls here, so this is sort of a choke point that they have to get through to get into the thing. But
Okay.
who knows what they're actually trying to do?
All right.
Maybe they're using their new catapults.
And I think with the thief dude, I can use
You can use
a bonus action to take the dash, right?
Thief's Instincts. Yes.
Yep.
But you can
That's
use this
very
ability twice, and then until you can only use it twice, and then you have
Right,
to do
for
a
short
short or
rest.
long rest. Yep.
All right. So
Balancing, but that's still really useful.
now I've never dismissed my minor spirit. And it didn't say anything about when you take a short rest, it's dismissed.
No, it never dismisses.
Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Something's in my way, so
This whole thing right here is
Another hut.
Is a
Another
hut.
Yoda hut.
3.
it's 3 huts technically.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them. You see them little holes
Mm-hmm.
right in there.
Yep.
Boink, boink.
1. There you go. Now you should be able to move south.
Is that a bad guy?
It's who a bad guy?
That's Rhux.
That's your teammate.
Sorry.
No, she means
Yeah,
this
I
one.
will. I will say that you have to check because some
It's
of our
gonna be hard.
allies are still appear as enemies.
Well, they're all
I
going to
think
appear as
that
enemies.
the
'cause you
Naga
don't
are-
know.
The Naga are red.
No, they're all red.
You can look at their skin color and
Some of them
determine-
are red. Some of them are not. Is there not a way to get this?
Can I see anybody yet?
You can see people down here.
Are they-
As can I.
You could make a guess if you'd like. You're not sure. You see people fighting down here. But you're not 100% sure who is. I mean, you could try to zoom in and figure it out.
can't get my screen to go down.
Right click.
You see
Right
fighting
click and drag.
down here with
Thank you.
that guy and this guy. I'm sorry, this guy and this guy.
Did you say I could see this guy?
I mean, yeah, why wouldn't you be able to see him? He's just under a tree, so you can sort of see him, yes.
Snipe him through the tree.
All right. I'll target dude.
Okay. Ooh.
Nice.
You're okay. So this gives me a good opportunity. I've decided to make this a more consistent by making an actual rule that makes sense with this sort of stuff. Technically, you have broken a string. So basically, a natural one on an attack roll means that you need to spend one other action. It can be a move, bonus, or action to fix your weapon in some way. So
Okay.
if you have natural weapons, it just means you're off balance and you got to steady yourself using one of those three things. At this point in time, you are currently out of those things because you've done an action, you've done a bonus action, and you've done a move action. So next round, you will need to get your weapon to work, you will need to spend one of those three things.
Can I spend my reaction?
You cannot.
Unfortunate.
All right, that's
So
my
for
turn.
now, you're going to have this little thing on you, not because you're actually prone, but just so we remember. All right. Hylough,
You're slippery.
you're up.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, sorry about that lovely technical snafu. I don't know why Marcus is doing sharpshooter stuff while when we're starting over again. All right, Hylough, you are still up since it is Hylough's turn.
I am still up.
Yeah.
So, do you want to unpause the game here?
Yeah, sorry. That's why it's probably on purpose.
4, 5, 6. Here I am. Can I see anybody? Can I reach anybody? Doesn't look like it.
Step 1 to the right.
Go to there.
Can you, or I don't know if that gives you line of sight.
There's a bad guy down here. The yeah, that. What is it? This one. Is this a bad guy?
You're not sure.
Yes.
I'm not sure.
It kind of looks like one.
You're not sure, sir.
Well,
Big lizard or small lizard?
where is this? Where's this line that you're trying to form?
It's really hard to tell because they
1,
kind of look similar to
2,
each other.
3, 4, 5, 6. I'm
Okay.
gonna just bowl up
All right,
here.
when you get down to there, it's pretty obvious that these guys right here are fighting these guys right here. Now, which side is which is somewhat obvious, but not 100%. All right, Archer. This Archer is fighting this guy. He's going to have to attack with his... Wrong one.
Oh, I hope she's.
With his dagger. And hits for 1 point.
That's a third as much as his club.
That was the Archer, though. All right, so this warrior here goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, 6. I'm going to move there. Okay, Iylis.
All right. I am going to move. Gotta select myself. 1, 2, 3. 4,
It's looking like I should have just ran an extra
5,
6. Whatever. It's fine.
6.
Well, we didn't know if they were coming to us or not, or where the fight was going to
I
happen.
mean, everyone's before.
I mean, they are coming to you. It's just
Yeah.
they seem to be pretty much low on the stuff. Or there's just a lot of
And
Kalians
yeah,
more
I'm
than
gonna
there are
double
Nagas.
move. 1, 2, 3,
Yeah, I should have just
4,
doubled it.
5,
It's fine.
6.
Okay.
Am I the only one who doesn't think Aaron has an initiative?
Kalian, Arian does. Aaron has initiative. He's last.
No, I guess it's just blank if
Yeah.
he's.
Oh, Aaron, have you rolled yours?
I got a 0.
Oh,
Yeah, it just shows it as blank if he gets a
that's
0.
amazing.
Is that even possible?
Yeah,
You
it
get a
says negative
1 and it's a
Negative
-1.
1.
It's like me. I could get a 0.
Critical fail.
Good memes.
Raven.
All right. A raven is gonna fly about, I don't know, 30 feet up. And then
Lewis.
That's 30 feet of
There you
his
go.
move.
yeah.
Means he's got 10 feet, 20 feet more, and that's it.
Yep, and then he's gonna double move.
Okay.
The new Disney Channel original, That's So Lewis.
Huh.
Thanks for chuckling at my joke, Brian.
Oh, you were trying to make a joke? I missed it. Sorry.
All right, he's gonna get to there.
All right. Another warrior who falls into line with these. Okay. Kellyan does his thing. So Kellyan, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Goes by you, Rhux. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think he's only got 30 feet. All right. All right, Marcus.
So real fast. Is this a building?
Yes.
Is it got a second story or is it just?
No, it does not. It's just like 15 feet tall.
Is it easy to climb up?
No.
Vines and stuff.
It's not.
No.
Well, I mean, you can climb up it, but it's not super easy. But yes, you could try to climb on top of it. Yes.
And this is just a statue. Would that be easier to climb?
The statue is just as hard to climb.
Okay.
I mean, these things are relatively ancient, so.
Going diagonally, that's 6. And I'm gonna try to climb up the onto the roof.
All right, give me an athletics check.
Okay. Ooh, that's bad.
You are unable to find any purchase and
Okay,
don't really make it anywhere.
that's my turn.
Attacks. Ooh, this is one of the warriors. 9 misses. 20 doesn't though. And you see this archer fall.
No.
Just move again? What did I do? No, I didn't move. Okay. This guy takes his place and attacks the guy in front of him. It's a club.
Sick.
It's a 21 who he crits for 2 points of damage.
Wow.
Hey, this guy is slowly getting nickel and dimed to death.
It's literally like they're throwing nickels at him.
4, 5. 1, 2, 3. This gets to there. Archer. Oh, look, there's an archer way down here. He probably shouldn't have been down there. He should have been here. He is going to fire at one of the guys. misses because that just sucks. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That one gets to there. And this, the next one. 6. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Many warriors.
NPC
4,
battle.
5, 6. 2, 3. Got it. Stays there. I just, no, maybe it isn't one. Attacks with a spear. That looks like maybe a hit for 0 points of damage. How is that even possible?
How?
Well, you always do a minimum of 1, so.
It's 1d6 minus 2?
Yeah, he's got a strength of 7.
Oh.
But you can always do at least 1 point of damage. Alright, last but not least. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's now going to attack that same guy. Yeah, oh, I did not mean to use a dagger, although it might be just as much damage. Also 0 points, but he missed, so it wouldn't matter. Penvro, oops, Penvro is not dead. As much as you guys want him to be, he's not dead. He kind of moves up here. He actually starts going with the rest of the people up towards the temple, but the guards are in the way, so he's trying to talk them through. Praedyth.
All right. Let's see how far I can get. Okay, so oops, I'm not selected on. 2, 2. Oh, sorry, yeah. 15, 20.
Just like walk through you at his hut.
Yeah, he kind of mean.
Double move 5. 25. And yep, I can't see any enemies, so I guess that's it.
All right. All right. All right. This now gets +2 because he's flanked him. 2 to that. Still not good enough. Jesus. Aaron, you're up
Finally.
with your grand 0.
A skilled warrior.
Yes, skilled indeed.
3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 6.
End your turn in the Raven.
All right.
The hell out of my Raven. It's inappropriate.
Back to the top. All right, round 2. Where's this first one? All right, this guy rang his bell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, he went 1 too far. All right. Kalion, another one here. This archer shoots at the guy. 14 hits for 5 points of damage. Nice. This one is actually starting to get some damage on it. All right. However, shoots. 13 is a 13 hit. It does not. Luckily for him. However, a 15 does. And another archer bites the dust. As the arrow comes streaking through. One more Naga archer. Wow. These guys. Oh, that's right, because I did some of them. Ouch. 22 plus 3. Only 4 points. Well, at least that warrior is still around. All right. 2, 3, 5. That guy. X with his spear, he gets +2 to this. 11 doesn't hit. This guy here goes to here and spears him. That's going to hit for 5 points. This one spears at the guy in front of him. For 6 points. This warrior goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Attacks there. Oops. First attack misses. Second attack. Ooh, critical hit on this guy.
Yikes.
And this warrior falls. Okay.
No.
Another warrior here who attacks this guy. Lots of fighting going on. 15 hits for 3 points on this guy. This Nag is looking kind of hurt. Finally, this warrior is protecting the chieftain Rhux.
Apparently everyone said screw the line idea I had, so we're going to continue. I hit a tree.
Well, at least you can move and attack now.
I don't think I'm close enough to attack anything.
Oh, do you not have range?
How far away are they? Let me see. How far does this go?
I mean, he does, but he's only got a trident. If he throws it, he doesn't have another one.
That's unfortunate.
I mean, I have my boarding axe. I can throw that.
Well, you're saying that you're not able to call your
Closest-
trident to your hand.
Since you know who's who, Rhux, it's very clear these are all bad guys, as is this one, and you can just barely make out some archers.
Are you saying the rest of us are racist?
I'm saying it's harder for you to understand who's who.
20, 30, 40. I mean, it's within the long range.
Well, then you have disadvantage.
I'm just gonna keep going. I'm just gonna be a move behind because I thought we were going to stand there, but that one ran forward, so
Okay.
never mind.
Okay.
I mean, definitely using the stairs as a fallback point is a good idea.
1, 2, 3, 5, and then he can attack. And he attacks with a spear. The hit? No, he does not. 6 is not good enough. All right. This warrior here is going to attack that guy. Multi-attack, hand axe. Oh, he misses. And attacks again. Ooh, critical. Which kills him. Another Kalian down. All right. Kalian warrior attacks. This one attacks back though. He strikes back.
Feelings are falling
15
like
hits.
flies.
15 hits, so 3 points to this guy.
Let's go.
Dresd'a, you're up. So you need to spend a bonus action, a move action, or an action to fix your crossbow if you wish to use it. If you do not wish to use it, then you don't have to do that. And to make it more clear to you as well, John and everybody, if you wish to move and attack with your crossbow, you can. If you wish to, basically, if you go to attack, you can pull out your weapon and attack with it. And so dropping is a free action and that sort of stuff. So I'm not going to worry so much about that sort of thing.
So I'll use my movement to restring my bow.
Okay.
And I'll use my bonus action for my chill and my attack action to shoot with a crossbow.
Okay.
And
Remember, your chill is only 30 feet. So.
Chill's only 30 feet. Never mind then.
Yeah.
I will use my bonus action.
You can have your chill move 30, your thing move 30 feet, and then it's still 30 feet from where it's at, but you haven't moved it from you currently.
Jack, hush.
Wow, wow.
Like, you can use your bonus action to have the chill move closer to a target. But it's 30 feet from where the chill guy is.
Gotcha. I'll use my bonus action to string the bow, then I'll move, and then I'll
that's fine.
shoot. Yeah.
That's fine. Just let you know.
So let me get the movement. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
And let's see. Red dudes are bad guys, right?
Definitely.
Okay, so I guess I can target this dude right here.
Okay. Seven, it just sails past him. And it goes.
Okay, crossbow test passed. Next time I'll fire for real.
Okay, let me remove the thing from you so that we don't have you do it again.
Good thing it works.
And Hylough, you're up.
Okay, well, I got all these people standing in front of me in our line that we're now forming. Rhux, where are you? You're not in line.
He is in line. He's just like a little bit behind you.
So where is okay? So this is this a bad guy? Can I tell? Is he firing? Are the arrows coming toward us or whatever or away?
You don't think that's a bad guy, but you're not 100% sure.
Yeah, that's not a bad guy.
He's also supposed to be pointing right.
Bad guys are right here.
Where?
Right here.
Oh, okay. All right, so I'm gonna shoot with my crossbow a bad guy. One of these bad guys over here.
Which one are you gonna shoot? So
I don't know, the one that's closest, like this one here, I guess.
Okay. 22 will hit. Thumps deeply into his right shoulder.
And then
kind of reaches up and snaps it off.
What?
Yeah.
What a loser. Don't want it to catch on anything.
I'll move to there if I can.
Okay.
And, all right.
So there, and he attacks. His club. And misses, because that's not so great. Iylis, you're up.
All right. So if I go up to here, am I just standing in a campfire?
You technically are, yes.
Okay. I want to go right here then.
That's fine. I mean, if you want to stay on the campfire at the beginning of your turn, you'll take, 1d6 points of fire damage. But that's
all
okay.
right. So I want to use my font of magic, my
Okay.
Comic Sans of Magic, and I want to target. I want to cast. What is it? My new Ice Dagger, my new spell.
Okay.
Or Ice Knife, whatever it is. Yeah.
Okay. $12 unfortunately misses.
Man. All right. Well, still hit or miss. The
That's
shard
fine.
then explode, and the target and each creature within 5 feet. So it would be these 3, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Must succeed on a dexterity saving throw is 13, or take 2d6.
You know that hits friend or foe, right?
Yeah, I know.
Just
I
future
targeted
reference.
it. Yeah, I know. That's why I put it right here.
I can't say any of them, so it doesn't matter to me.
So this one made it. And then one of these made it. So 2 misses.
These 2 missed.
All right. So is it just 2d6?
Yep.
Cool. 8.
All right. So your Iylis kind of speaks some strange new incantation that you haven't heard before, and some ice streaks forth from his outstretched hand that strikes in, that misses his intended target, but hits the ground and explodes, throwing ice shards all over the place. All right. 2,
So I no longer have any font of magic slots.
6. Raven.
All right. Oops, I'm not selected on him. Sorry. And then he's gonna double move to get like 30 more feet up in the air. I kind of want him to be looking out for any reinforcements that might be coming from the Naga.
All right, he's getting close to being out of range, but
Okay.
just FYI. Not quite, but close.
You've only got 1 bar.
Well, I'm about to move up anyway when I get
Yeah,
1 second.
just letting you know. That one's doing nothing. Kellyan moves 1, 6. Features, I always forget. Oh yeah, he's that. He's gonna go defensive action right now. So he doesn't want to get too far in there. Marcus. He's kind of towering over those guys and watching what's going on. Marcus, it is your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to try to climb this thing again.
Okay.
Hopefully do better this time. Oh, son of a bitch. All right. So that would be my action, and one diagonal, 2, 3. That's the wall.
This is a wall
How
here.
tall is this wall right here?
It's about 8 feet tall.
Is it climbable?
Probably.
Does it look any more climbable than the building is?
It's about the same.
All right. And I'll look for vines on this side or something to help me climb.
There's vines on both of the things. It's just not been.
It's just I'm rolling crap.
Yeah, you're just rolling pretty terribly.
I'm done.
That's all. All right. So
I'm
Rhux,
better.
as this one attacks, you hear it say, "Death to you for speaking with the outsiders." Ooh, that's not going to be good. But it's only 6 points of damage. That's only 6 points
Okay.
off the first attack.
Yeah, but nobody has any hit points, so
They don't have a lot. No, they do not. Oh, not good. That's 5. He then
guys
swings
are
at it some
rolling
more,
well.
and so ends another warrior of the Kalion tribe.
no.
He says, "Take that, you." And then let's see. He still has a move. So 1, 2. So he gets within sort of melee with Hylough there. This warrior attacks him. Oh, he might have hit. He did hit for 1 point of damage.
Man, they're really not hitting very well.
No, they're
Like, they'll
weak.
hit.
They're not very strong. That's the thing.
But then they just don't do much damage.
So not strong. That's the point. That is a miss. All right, this archer's going to shoot at that same one.
We really want these guys' help.
The shock troops. That one misses.
They're stealthy. If they fall back and let us fight, which is what I'm going to yell next time, we can use them to
Smart.
infiltrate.
You got a point.
But I can't climb a building, so it doesn't really matter.
Actually, 12 misses. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, look at that. Does 3 points of damage to this guy, and he knocks out one of the Naga warriors. Ooh. One of the
MVP.
Naga warriors takes a spear to the gut, and he goes, "Wait till last curse you," as he falls to the ground. Rhux can understand that. Nobody else can. He's gonna stay. This one should take these out of the move combatant because we're not really fighting. Moved. All right, this one's attacking. Yeah, hits this guy for
Hey.
4 points. And guess what? Another one of these Naga guys goes down with a spear in his gut. All right,
Let's
see here.
go.
This warrior's at, what's this? This one, 2, and attacks the warrior. Ooh. 17. That hits. Cool. And then Penvro continues his attempt to get past. They don't seem to be letting him pass there, so he starts going another way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Praedyth, you're up.
All right. Oops. 15, 20, 25. And then I will fire an Eldritch Blast off at that one.
Okay. Your Eldritch Blast hits.
Cool.
As it streaks
Ooh,
forward
10 damage.
and
All
strikes
right.
him square in the chest, knocking him to one knee, and he rises back up. And Rhux, you can hear him screaming curses.
Suck it, kid.
And mentioning that he will take the child and throw him to his doom himself. Anything else, Praedyth?
No, that's it.
Okay, Aaron, you're up.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, that's a wall. Yeah. And then defensive action.
All right, you basically see these three and these three are all that's left of the guys at this point. Back to the top. This guy, 1, 2, 5, 6, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. He gets to there. Naga Archer shoots at Aaron, I think. Aaron, that is a 19 to hit.
I don't think that hits with my defensive action.
Oh, you're right. It's a yep. Right? It's only a 10 to hit. This one is going to shoot at Hylough. It's a 15, Hylough.
That
This
misses.
is Hylough. And this one's going to shoot at Rhux. And that's like a 13, so it misses as well. This speared Naga attacks the spearman there. There's a spear at him. Oh. And 12 points of damage goes this guy's way, which immediately takes him down as he kicks a spear through his throat. And the Naga says, "Yes, your death shall feed the mask. Never speak with the interlopers." And he moves there. This Naga warrior is going to attack.
Man, I don't know what Jim Carrey has to do with this, but I'm over it.
17, 3 points on this guy. And then another attack on the same
It's
thing.
the mass part 2, so it's not as good.
Lame.
Ooh, that misses. He drops his hand axe. So he only has one hand axe at this point. So let's put this down to something like that to imply that he's missing one. And now this warrior moves to there and attacks. Nope, he misses. And that warrior I should remove anyway because he's not doing anything. Rhux, your turn. Rhux is up.
This freaking dude took the spot I was going to go in. But whatever, it's fine. I don't even care.
I mean, there is a Naga right here, so you could go 1, 2, 3, and attack him. Oh, that's Dresd'a. 1, 2, 3, and attack him.
This isn't difficult terrain.
No, not really. It's just some rocks.
It's just some rocks, bro. You can step on them if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna bop him.
Okay. 14 hits. Unfortunately, 4 points is not so great.
Yeah, for minimum damage, we love it. That was
Anything
1,
else?
2, 3, 4.
All right.
Yeah, that's it.
This guy is combating. This guy is combating. He's attacking the guy up to the north of him. First attack. 12. I think misses. 12 actually does miss. Second attack. That's a hit. but only 3 points of damage, which this guy is still up. Slashes in a couple axes, and again, Rhux, you're basically they're speaking out curses and telling them to not heed what the interlopers say, and you don't work with interlopers, that sort of stuff. Dresd'a, you're up.
I'm gonna move up first.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Then I'll use my bonus action to do chill, and I'll fire regular. All right, so I'm gonna target this guy.
Okay.
And this is the crossbow.
Okay.
Ah,
That'll hit.
finally. Excuse me. And then, okay. So this is regular damage.
Okay.
Nice.
And he's this guy that's, yeah, he's harried. Okay, and this is my sneak attack. Oh boy. So that's 10 points. And then
Even
I'm gonna
better.
do my chill guy.
That also hits.
Never mind.
No, it hits.
Oh wow. Okay. And
They just have scale mail. Ha ha ha.
gotcha.
You're fine.
And then 2
Um,
points of cold damage.
Okay, so your crossbow bolt slams into the side, kind of in the edge, kind of drives up into it, or drives down into it because you're kind of above him. And then the cold slams into that exact same thing, and he kind of, he's like, the mask shall save me. And he falls over dead. Or at
He
least
shatters
unconscious.
into a million
He doesn't
icy
shatter
shards.
because it's not that good of a thing.
Aw.
Hylough,
Only
you're
I
up.
can shatter them.
Jack, what is your problem?
Moving
I'm
there,
really happy.
and I am going to long sword.
Right, you get a +2.
Do
+2 will hit. But only 5
and my
points.
crit didn't. Dang it.
He takes 5 points.
All right.
Is that the flanking bonus?
Yep. There's a creature on the other side, so he's flanked.
Right, right, right.
Anything else, Hylough? So you kind of come behind him and slash at him, and he's kind of moving both ways, and you get him across the back.
Yeah. That's all I got.
Okay, well, the other guy who is helping you out hits with his club at the same time and gets a 17 and does 0 points of damage, but technically does
Nice.
does 1 point of damage.
There's a bunk.
Bonks him on the head at the same time. Iylis, you're up.
Right. I'm going to cast Frostbite on, let's see here. Who do we got? I think this is the one I would see the clearest.
Okay. Well, that looks like a natural 20.
Sad.
I think he makes the saving throw.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Anything else? Sorry.
No, that's all.
Okay. This one moves to here. No, he can't move to there because there's another creature there. So hold on. Moves to there. He moves to there. So this one attacks same guy with spear. And that is an 18. So that guy takes 4 points of damage. Warriors are starting to finally get hurt. Ravian. So far, so actually at this point in time, you see the Raven can see that some of the people that are running up can see that there's a couple of the warriors are over of the Naga warriors are over here. They seem to have come up. If you can see up the top, you can't really see. They seem to have come up the top. Here, I'm going to show where the Raven can see because it can see this. They've come up with the top over here, and have now seem to have captured a couple of people and are starting to climb back down. That's what you see.
Okay. So they
Through the
got
Raven.
some of the Salians.
Some of the civilians, some of the other ones, the little ones, and things like that.
Then I'm gonna
You see a
point
few
it out.
dead other people there and around there as well.
I'm gonna point that out.
Okay.
They've got some of them over there.
Okay.
And that's all the Raven's gonna do.
No, that's fine. All right. Let's see here. This warrior. All right. This is one of the warriors that is not fighting. All right. So Callian, hearing that, goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Starts running that way. Marcus, you're up.
Well, I heard that too, I assume.
He shouted it out. He's not that far away from you, so yes, you probably heard it.
Is that open or is that a barrier between those two
No,
huts?
this, so there's some here, and there's one here. You can walk through here.
Okay, then let me go
This
back
is a
one.
path, and that's a path.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this should be 6. That with diagonals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I don't see anything. 1 diagonal, 2, 3 diagonals, 4 diagonals. I'm still not seeing anybody.
No, because they're on the other side. They're over here.
Okay, yeah, no, but I'm also trying not to.
I remember I didn't put any of the civilians on here, so I'm just
Okay.
saying that's what he saw. The other creatures are already starting on their way back down.
Yeah, I know. I can't catch him, but I've done nothing with combat anyway. So
No,
I was
that's
worried
fine.
about this. That's why I was trying to get on the roof. But
No, you're fine.
I'm
I was
done.
just letting you know. Sorry, I'm trying to decide which guy this was attacking.
Can't be measuring.
Okay, he's going to attack that one, which unfortunately is a 19, but no thing, so he's only going to do 1 point of damage to him. Damn. Okay. That one. Top of the round again. Where is it? Wait. It's not top of the round. I'm just an idiot. 3. 11 doesn't hit that guy. Archer shoots at another archer. Hey, you finally hit an archer. Strikes at the other guy. Hits for 3 points. Nice. These guys they're holding their own. They've only lost like 4 or 5 of their own guys. In
Yeah.
comparison. They're fine.
I'm so sad.
They're fine. Not really.
Yeah, but they weren't fine before, so.
Oh. No, he misses.
He also rolled a freaking 0 at his damage anyway. You guys have like -2.
Yes, they don't have very much strength.
I know.
He misses. And they're surrounding these guys. And he misses anyway. Jesus. They're just getting the worst rolls. Come on, hit him.
No whammies?
No,
We
missed.
whammied.
Oh wait, that's +2. Still not enough. He misses. Envro is doing something. Praedyth, you're up.
All right. I will fire off, and I'll just blast at that one.
Okay. $16 will hit.
Okay. Ooh, not great, but not terrible.
Again, slams into that same one, and he's got a mark, a similar mark on either side. Still doesn't go down. Aaron.
Okay, I'm gonna head over to where I'm gonna head over to like the other side of where the civilians are being taken.
Okay. Okay, this guy is going to attack then. It's a +2 this time. Ooh. Oh, yay! He finally got a natural 20. So he gets 7 points of damage. And a spear goes through this Naga warrior and takes him to the ground. And he curses as he dies. Fortunately, here come the archers.
Didn't your mom ever tell you the cursing was not nice?
Sharpo. Ooh. Ah, he loses a string. But he spends he spends his move action to fix it, so he'll be fine for next round. I got Archer. Again, overdraw fire. 11 is not enough to hit anybody. This one shoots at Aaron. Aaron, that's a 17 to hit.
Misses.
Alright. This guy disengages and then does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He starts chasing after Aaron. And let's see here. I think this is the only one. Another 1, 2, and he starts fighting the archer. I think that might be a hit.
Max damage.
That actually is not a hit.
Oh god.
Thought it might be. Rhux, you're up.
Do I give chase or do I feel like these
they're
guys can
kinda
take out
ways-
the 3 archers.
Yeah, probably, but there are ways, like they're all the way over here, like they're already disappearing into the jungle, so it's
Then instead I will
that was more of a hey, this was a feint to fake you guys out while they stole people. It's more
I
of
run
how
up
that
to the
was.
dude to disengage and try to get away. He's not going to get away.
All right. Well, if you wish to attack him, you have disadvantage.
Why?
See, no, you didn't do defensive action. You're correct.
Yeah, he disengaged.
13 does not hit. Dresd'a.
Okay, I'm gonna go for this archer,
Okay.
and this is the crossbow. Bing. Yeah. And this is the sneak attack damage. And then here comes Chill Dude.
That unfortunately
Chill
misses.
Dude. Okay.
Your
10
crossbow
damage.
bolt slams into it and kind of, hits into the side and kind of goes out the other side. So at least a minor hole in him. But he still seems to be up. Hylough.
Okay, is that a bad guy right south of me there?
No, he looks like one of the more
I can't tell.
lizard-like
So much
ones.
foliage. I will move to here. I'm colliding with a wall. Okay, let's see here. Oh, I guess I've got to go here and here. That's the
there's
bad guy.
There's a thing here.
Yeah,
That is an archer, yes.
and Whack-a-mole.
That will hit. And the archer goes down as you put a sword through him.
Take
Nice.
that, you lousy.
All right.
Good for
And
nothing.
I will move up to him.
Okay. This warrior goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And also attacks with you. 20 hits for a grand total of 1 point. Woohoo. Iylis.
Alright. I think I shall. I might move a little bit so I can see a little better. And then target this guy with a frostbite.
Okay. He unfortunately makes it as well.
Man. Just quit rolling good.
Kalion comes up and spears at him, but misses. Again, gets out of the side. The Raven sees at this point in time that these guys have melted back into the jungle. It's hard to see them anymore because they're in amongst the foliage. Anything else for the Raven, Brian?
Might scoot out a little bit. Oh, sorry. Not the right guy. Scoot out a little bit here. And that's it.
Okay. Kellyan continues his run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3. He gets here, sees the bodies around there, realizes that he's not going to be able to catch up, and starts looking around for Penvero, actually, which you guys don't know, but Marcus, it's your turn.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna move until I can see 2, 3. Is that 4?
It's another.
Yeah.
It's another set of.
Yeah. Guess I can't do that. So that's 4, 5, 6, and then double
So
move.
you come around here and you see that there's just a bunch of. There's like 6 dead Kalion. A couple of them probably killed kids, and you can see where the creatures probably came up through here, but you don't see any of the Naga.
Right. Well, that's my move. I'm gonna I guess do my bonus action to see if anybody's alive or any type of.
Okay. You can. Yeah. I mean, there's 6 people down, and yeah, you can use your bonus action. You find that the first one you try is not dead. They're just unconscious and bleeding out.
Okay, I'll try to stop the bleeding.
Okay. All right. There's a warrior who is going to here. Back. And unfortunately miss. There's a warrior here who's going to go to there and attack. And probably miss. Yep. And there's a warrior. There's an archer who's going to shoot at an archer. And he can do at least, because he's at least hit once. But this time he hits again for 7 points. All right. The archers at least are doing something. And now it is another warrior's turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 can get there. And attack with the spear. Oh, wow. 4 points out of that double crit. Only, it's 4 points. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4 is coming to help Rhux. 18 hits, so he does some damage on this guy. And then that one goes to there and attacks. No, he misses and does a -1 damage, which also doesn't seem like it's possible. Actually, this guy can't actually get around this archer. So 1, 2, 3. He's going to go there and get to that archer. Nope, misses. 2, 3. He's going to get there and attack. That one hits for 3 points, maximum damage. That he can do. Penbro is still doing something. Praedyth, you're up.
All right.
It's hard to see. There's 2 archers left here. And
Okay.
there's somebody else running around over here, but oops, running around over
Yeah.
here. 2 archers, 1 more guy running over there.
I'm gonna scoot up. Oops, dang, I forgot to select the dude. There we go. 5, and then I will shoot this archer, I guess.
Okay.
Oops, not that. Dang it.
You're not going to Radiant Soul him?
No, I can't even do it yet. I'm not 3rd level.
I know. 12 misses as it goes wide, flies wide. Aaron, you're up.
Okay. That's actually a 15.
Why is, oh yes, 15 hits. And
With
you
8 damage.
you crunch into his neck and he slumps to the ground, trying to say something, but he's unable to get it out.
Okay.
Done?
Yep.
Top of the round. Guy 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Now they've surrounded them all. That's the best you can do. This archer pulls out a dagger and swings at Hylough. Hylough, that is a 15 to hit.
And that will miss the hit.
Okay. And this guy pulls out a dagger and attacks at the guy who's next to him. That's a 17. That hits for 5 points. Gas Warrior's still up, though. Now a warrior has no way of actually getting in there, so he's not going to do anything. Rhux, you're up.
Well, the guy I was pursuing died. So
You did. Thanks to Aaron.
1, 2. Really? I can't move through that spot.
No, there's a thing right here.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Seriously?
It's a thing right here. This whole thing.
That's kind of lame. But okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dude, let me move this. I can't move to that spot. Okay.
Thing here, too.
I'm trying to move right here. It wouldn't let me. This would be 5.
There are people all around these 2 archers, so.
Yeah, I've realized this. So I'm just gonna chuck my trident at one of them.
All right, which one?
This one.
Okay.
That's not the right damage, but it's fine.
10 misses.
Is it the right damage? Oh, really? I got the freaking logo.
Doesn't matter. 10 misses.
Great. And it's over there somewhere. Phenomenal.
Dresd'a.
No Dougie Barky. One, 2, 3, 4, 5,
One there and one there.
I don't think I can see any more bad guys.
One there and there's one there. I literally just said it.
Oh, okay. It's all squished up in there.
Yeah, and they're being swarmed by the little Kalians.
Okay, I'm not gonna go that far then. I'll just step back to here. And target this guy.
Okay.
With a light crossbow. And I'm gonna use my chill attack, but I'm gonna wait to see if my crossbow hits first.
It's
And if he's still standing.
that
And
goes through his
sneak
neck.
attack.
Goes through his neck.
Alrighty, and then I'll use my chill on that guy and see if it hits.
It hits.
Woohoo! Yay! Alright, and that'll be 4 ice, 4 cold.
Okay. Hylough. One archer
Four.
right here.
Where? Right in front of me.
Yeah, right in front of him.
Uh-huh. And sword him.
18 does hit. 7 points of damage. You put it right through his right side, and sort of some blood gushes out, but he drops to a knee and just, and he says something. You have no idea what it is. Rhux, however, hears.
Same to you.
Rhux, however, hears him say, "Telasic take you. You shall know the wrath of the gods."
Laugh. I
That's what he
laugh.
does.
Ha ha ha.
Okay. Hmm, 16 actually hits for 1 point. It's not quite enough to kill him. Iylis, you're up.
All right. Let's see. I think I can still see this guy, right?
Yep, that's the only one left.
Cool. I'm going to use a different spell. Chill Touch.
Okay.
It's a ranged spell attack.
It is indeed.
Ding, 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 ding. Aww.
13 unfortunately misses. The spectral skeletal hand kind of gets through there, and you see all the Kalian around there kind of veer back from it like, ah! They all seem very scared of it, but it misses all of them. And because of that, they have disadvantage on their next attacks because they're very scared of things. However, even with disadvantage, still hits him and puts a spear through his gut, thereby killing him. All right, so that's the end of the combat. As you look around, Marcus, as you're up there, you're able to, most of the people up here who have been knocked out, you're able to at least stabilize.
Okay.
There's only one that actually is completely dead by the time you get to them. Kellyan is helping you, but he seems to be looking around, and as he's looking around, he says, "Do you see Penvro? I do not see him anywhere." And technically, you don't see him right now. He's not in any place you can see.
Did I see him dash into the building?
No, you did not, because
Okay.
you guys all ran that direction, and he tried to go in one way. You saw him go up and try to go into one building, but he was being blocked, and then you kind of lost track of him.
Okay, I'll just tell him he was trying to go up there, but they weren't letting him in, so I don't know where he is.
The rest of you, you kind of start helping, looking through the various people who have, or the various Kalians over here who are going down. Only 2 of them have actually died, because 2 of them actually took enough damage in one blow to kill them outright in one blow. So only 2 of them have actually
Has
died.
it been a minute since they've died?
No, not necessarily.
All right, I want to go up to one of the 2 that's dead and use Dead Reckoning on it.
Okay.
I forget, do I have to roll for this?
Yeah, you need to roll with the healer's kit. If you're proficient in healer's kit, you roll medicine. If you're proficient in healer's kit, you add the plus your proficiency, so +2 on top of that. And
Oh, I am
you got,
proficient, so 18.
all right, so you are able to do that and bring him back to life. So only one is dead of all those creatures.
Yeah.
As you're doing this, Tho comes and says, please come back and speak with us. Thank you for helping. And as you guys all head back to the main campfire and they start doing other stuff, we will stop there and we'll pick it up next time back at the main campfire.
Very cool.
Sorry for the large NPC battles. It's not my intent. Hopefully the next big battle won't be quite so. Will be more, hey, this is happening off screen while you guys do something else. We'll see. We'll see what happens. All right.
So many NPCs.
Sounds like a plan. I did like this session a lot. It was nice plot points.
Well,
Interesting
we
plot
are
points.
getting close to the end of this particular arc, but not quite there. That's why I said maybe a few more, maybe a few more sessions. And there we go for this one.